1,000. Oh! Looks good. I think I fixed it. Okay, so we got to limit the bitrate to 6,000 rather than 10,000. Okay. We're looking good. Guys, hop back over to Twitch and see if you can see it. That's better on Twitch. Nice. But I've gone live over and over and over again, and I do apologise for the repeated go lives. YouTube looks good too. Twitter, yeah, we'll see what happens on Twitter. Not really too bothered about what goes on Twitter. He's back again. Sorry, Squealy. Actually, Squealy, would you mind going back over to Twitch and seeing if it works again? You can see the bones now. Nice one. Okay, so what I think was happening was, for some reason, the settings on this profile. So I set up a new profile for restreaming, and for whatever reason, it defaults to 10,000 kilobits per second. You can see it now on Twitch. Brilliant. Excellent. I mean, use whichever you prefer, but if you're on Twitch, exclamation mark points in chat, you should have Stream Elements points. Prefer on Twitch to stay here now? No worries, man. No worries. Stay on whichever you prefer. So, exclamation mark points, like I said. Dummy has 10 picks. There you go. There's less lag. That makes sense. So, Squealy, you'll start earning points as you stay around. Gandian as well. Welcome in. How's it going? So those points will start accruing as you guys sit around for a bit. It has reset to 0, unfortunately. I didn't have them enabled earlier on. But as of this stream, you guys will now be accruing channel points once again. So think of it as like a reset. Good idea, you spent all your points? Yeah, this is what I've been saying for the last few weeks, that, guys, spend all your points. Did you get rid of your normal channel points? Squealy, have you not been around? I am no longer an affiliate on Twitch. This is weird. You're weird. Where's my points go down? That's sad. It's not sad, it's so that I can start doing the restreaming thing on Twitch. I don't think Twitch was really adding anything to the chat. So it was more of a case of like, I can charge you guys less for the same support that you guys were showing me before via Patreon, which is now also available. Razy, welcome in. Amy, welcome in. Sarabi, welcome in. Good lord, welcome in everyone. Let me show you guys that again. So, like I said, the Patreon is like how I'll be taking support from now on, if you want. It's cheaper than it was on Twitch, and I get more money from it. So, just better all around. Conquer and Divide? Exactly, yeah. Can you not restream as affiliate? No, Twitch is really, really weird about that, because it's like, the only thing that they have going left is the fact that they literally force affiliates and partners to not restream. Otherwise, everyone would move over to YouTube. There would be no other reason. This is I was playing your own. You see, you got on. Oh, Sarabi, dude, don't let me keep you, dude. I know you plan on going live at some point soon. Conquer and Divide. It really is. I'm just sort of like splitting up the monetization from the streaming service. Sarabi, how you been doing though, sir? From Love Watching. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Right, dudes, are there any audio nerds in chat? If so, I might have a little surprise for you. Well, no, not a surprise so much. You guys, anyone who's been here for a while will know what this is going to be. I've been working on something. Working on a little project of mine. Some of you might know that I'm a bit of a programmer in my spare time. Used to be a professional, in fact. 2 years, and then I quit. You're a normal sort of nerd? Alright, fair enough. Well, you might find this interesting at the very least. Next we'll see Sam gets live on MySpace. Don't give me ideas. I'll do it. Right, let me show you guys something real quick. So I've been working on something. This is, you guys know Reaper. This is my audio software that I use all the time. I use this to make music. When I very occasionally do make music. I've been working on a VST plugin. What's a VST plugin, you might ask? It makes something sound different. It might be an echo, for example. My favorite example to give is, so you can give it an audio sound like this. Like that. Sorry, that was very loud. But it'll put that through and it'll repeat it again a few seconds later, or part of a second later, or some small amount of time later. Point is, a VST plugin does something to the audio. I've made my own. well, I'm making my own. This is it here. At the moment, the UI is absolutely bare bones as hell, and very much wrong, but I've got 3 knobs, they all do something different, and I'm just proud of hell that I've managed to get this far, to be honest. Because like, I've managed to make an API that actually goes in, I can just say, right, make new knob, or make new knob and link it to this parameter, or do this behind the scenes to the audio. And I've fed it all in, I'm now at the point where I can just start churning these things out and just work on like the actual signal processing. It's barely UI, yeah, it's literally the bare bones Juice UI. So Juice is the code library that I've been using to make this. Anyway, you know, some of the lore is said to have half decent conversations on some topics, but we're very flawed. Oh, no worries, dude. So, what have we done so far? This is a plugin that I'm calling Slooty. You might be asking, what the hell does Slooty do? So, if you don't know what slew is, slew rate is basically taking the idea that you've got your input and your output as separate values. Your input moves up and down at a certain rate, and then what happens is the output in this plugin chases the position of the input. Like, normally this happens like sample by sample in real time. It'll match it perfectly like that. However, it says go on Minecraft, check out the base. Might do later, buddy. Might do later. So, normally the output follows the input perfectly. The slew limit limits the speed at which the output can move. So basically, if I'm moving this fast on this thing, this one's always playing catch up. So like as soon as the plugin's above, but it's like too fast above, it's like far enough above that the output can't keep up with it. It starts slowing down. Basically, the more you turn this knob to the left, it turns everything into a triangle. I am so sorry. That is way louder than I thought it was going to be. If I do this, turn the tone generator on. There you go, see it turns it into triangle, into a triangle wave. Ouch your ear? Yeah, sorry about that. Now it's a little bit bugged, the right channel isn't working as intended right now. And I know exactly why that is, I've written down the bug report on why that's not working, but you see how it sort of triangularizes everything when you turn it left. All headphone users. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Don't change the stream thing on Twitch, it says you're playing Minecraft? What? You shouldn't do. I definitely changed to just chatting earlier. Oh, you're not? What? What is going on with Twitch? Okay. Jesus Christ. DJ, by the way. Oh, welcome in, DJ. Right, so am I on Minecraft or am I on Minecraft or am I just chatting now? It's working now. Okay. Good that you have calluses on your ears. Okay. Yeah. So, as a concept, it does this. Like I said. You can hear some glitch on the right. The right channel is currently bugged. But the left channel, you see it turns it into a triangle. There we go. 1 second. Something. That's up. Right, there we go. So the delay. Now, slew limit works by comparing the current sample with a previous sample, and the delay sort of tells it how many samples to sort of put in between those two samples. But it's kind of a glitchy algorithm because the slew limit by itself emulates analog gear and op amps in particular not being able to keep up with it. The delay tells it like, okay, you can wait for like say 20 samples. It's currently a floating point. It should be an integer. Anyway. Now it's waiting 20 frames, but 20 samples between the input and the comparison. So that it's a thing. It's a thing. Thing that it uses in the calculation of the slew rate limit. The bias sort of says I can go faster upwards than I can downwards, or faster downwards than I can upwards. It changes the shape. Yeah, more or less it changes the shape. In practicality, what this means for audio going in, it's difficult to show you because the right ear is bugged at the moment. But what it means in practicality is that as you turn this down, you get kind of a low pass filter effect and a distortion at the same time. It's really interesting. You guys can just like take off your right earphone. You might be able to hear this better. So there is that weird like tone in the background there. That is a bug. That is currently bugged, so that won't be in the final product. Don't worry about it. What language do you use to program this? C++. Someone who has monotone earphones, this is weird. Yeah, that little glitchy thing in the right ear shouldn't be there. That is a bug. I know what the fix is for it. I'll be working on that in the background. But the thing I'm going to be bringing into, the thing that I've got in this that I'm going to be bringing into every single one of the plugins going forward is this blend control. So right now, in some mode, it's just a normal dry wet blend control, or it should be. It's currently, but this is also bugged at the moment. It's kind of in subtract mode for some reason. So this is a normal dry wet control right now. However, we've got all these different blend modes here. Subtract blends between subtract when you're in this. It blends between the normal dry signal and the inverse version of the wet signal. So what you can do is, by parking it about here-ish, you just get the differences between the two things. If you know anything about like phase differences and how that works in audio, you can use this to just isolate the difference between what you're doing and what the dry signal is. You can cut out the dry signal entirely from the wet signal, basically. This is going to be really cool, I think. This is going to be one of my sort of hallmarks of this series. We've also got some, that's the default default dry wet. We've got overlay, which is kind of like subtract, but it goes so both ways. It doesn't affect the dry amount. You've got the same dry level no matter where you are on this. However, what it does do is it fades in the difference on top of the dry signal, so you get kind of like an overlay effect of it. If I've watched Veritasium math stuff and understand more than this, my brain is a mush. Right, okay, I'm explaining it badly, to be fair. Overlay basically allows you to add on the difference as like an enhanced version. So like slew limit, you can use this to like enhance the highs because you're taking away back twice over. It's difficult to demonstrate without the whole thing working, but it works well in Reaktor. Anyway, so there's that. There's multiply, which multiplies the signal, the input by the output with some other fudgy math in the middle. But it also basically results in an asymmetrical waveform. So this is a really good way of like getting some of those even harmonics in there. This is a really cool one. I like it. Round about here-ish, you get like a nice analog sounding asymmetric waveform. It's really cool. Got foldback, which is the same as overlay, but it inverts what it's overlaying. So it's kind of taking away the difference, but twice over. Every programmer said at least it works. It kind of works for now. And then, so there's those three. Those are the main ones. Then you've also got these ones here. White dissolve, or W dissolve. So I got inspired by Photoshop for this one. So you might notice in the Photoshop there's like the layer blend modes. You can use a dissolve algorithm, which kind of like speckles out here and there. It uses like a noise layer to fade between two layers, and in a sort of random fashion. W dissolve does the same thing. There is this fully left, it's fully dry, fully right, it's fully wet. In the middle, there is a noise component attached to this, a white noise generator attached to this, and it will randomly move the blend control around between the two. So you end up with like a sort of like a noisy blend control. Did you code this all your own? I got inspired by Air Windows. Air Windows was a big help in terms of the DSP, but learning how to do all like the UI, and hooking it all up, that was all me. Some of the DSP was heavily inspired by Air Windows, but the concept of the actual design of like putting in a slew limiter, adding a delay to which sample it affects, and adding the bias control, those were my ideas. I did get heavy inspiration from Air Windows on the slew limit algorithm. However, he does have, this is the most basic slew limit algorithm he has. There are 2 or 3 more versions that he's done that are way, way better now. By the way, go check out Air Windows by, anything by Air Windows on YouTube if you like this sort of thing. Have you got any designs for the UI yet? I'm going to get the DSP working first, and then I'm going to start working on the UI. However, I think with the Juice library, I think it's a bit limited on what you can do in terms of like making a UI. But yes, I will be working on a UI. Not right now, but I will be. There will be a nice UI when the full thing comes out. So I've just been over W dissolve. P dissolve is the same thing, but instead of white noise, it uses pink noise. You know what pink noise is? It's like less high frequency content white noise. Anyway, howdy, Silent Chips, welcome in. But yeah, so right now it's bugged. But that's fine. And I don't have many of these blend modes. I don't have many of these blend modes implemented just yet. Yeah, it's sort of like it's crunched. Like the high-end detail's just sort of gone. Apart from that, like, ringing noise in the ear. I need to fix that. Anyway, the fact that it works, I'm really fucking happy with. It's a project. It's fun. It's a bit of a thing on the side for me. Oh, you can see Sam already know about how enthusiastically he talks about it. Dude, I thrive on this shit. This is fun as fuck for me. Like, dude, right? Do you know what? I don't care. I'll show you the background code that does all this. Here you go. This is literally what we're doing. Right there. Here's the slew limit algorithm. It's not that big a deal. It just uses this data here. Try sample minus the previous sample. It's a good project. It's fun. I think I can either sell this or like put it on the Patreon if nothing else, at least. I've done all that. I've made this whole class here. This all makes it work. This is how I'm building the UI right now. And this is code hell right here. As you can see my comments right there. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Please refactor me, dear God. What algorithm is that? That is the this right here. Don't worry about any of this. This is just like prepping the data that I need to do this. But this right here, this is where the DSP is happening. These four lines are doing the bulk of the work. So if the delta is greater than the threshold plus the bias, the wet sample is going to now be previous sample plus the threshold. So basically, what that means is the output sample, the wet sample, can only move the wet sample can only be the previous sample plus or minus the threshold based on where it is. Anyway, just saying you need more comments if you are doing a computer science control assessment. More comments than this? Are you kidding me? It becomes unreadable if I put any more comments in this. Okay, if you're doing some computer science, Squealy, let me give you a quick tip here. Instead of writing comments and everything, write code that is readable. More comments? No. No. Write code that is readable. That's my attitude. Not really if you're hammered with enough caffeine. That too. That too. Thank you, Stream Elements. Also live at YouTube. Okay, you complete rank state. What? That was not a dig at you, dude. That was not a dig at you. That was a tip. Jesus Christ, calm down. But yeah, we've got dithering, we've got blend, we've got white noise and pink noise being generated, we've got all sorts. We've got. Dude, I'm just so happy that it works. Okay, but still, yeah. No, seriously, like this is something I learned while I was at Frontier. Hang on. There we go. This is something I learned while I was at Frontier. Rather than just like filling your code with comments, using code and variable names that is easy to read is best practice. Comments is pretty bulky. True. Comments is pretty bulky and it makes it pretty hard to read. Like I could fill this with comments and yeah, sure, everything's annotated, but at the same time, it's difficult to pick out the code from the comments that way. Come on. My autofocus doesn't want to work on me. There we go. The code makes sense and Barry still makes me comment everything pretty much. Well, either your code needs to make more sense or Barry loves his comments too much. Either or. Or just use sticky notes. I did that too. Anyway, be right back probably. No worries, Silent Chips. Take care, buddy. See you soon. Right. Anyway, chat. That was really all I wanted to show off. That's a fun little project that I'm working on in my spare time. When I do have some spare time, which is not very often, but I've managed to do this, which I'm so happy about. So happy about. Anyway, chat. I said we were going to play a bit of The Forest tonight, didn't we? Did we play some Forest? I haven't played The Forest in ages. My sticky notes take 60% of RAM. Dude, it's like Google Chrome. Just use Notepad. Take a page out of Devin Nash's book. Just use the Notepad. Where is The Forest on? That's Fortnite. Oh, here we go. The Forest. Like that. Let's get it going. Oh, but dudes, yeah. I do want to quickly talk about the plan with the stream going forward. I can guarantee a stream on Saturdays. I can guarantee a stream on Saturdays at 7:30 onwards, UK time, obviously. that math can be true without being proven. Welcome to code, dude. But nothing has to be proven, but maybe it works sometimes. Especially in C++, Jesus Christ. So, fairness, I think the MUT scheme for the control assessments calls it to have enough notes and stuff so that someone who's never read any code before understands what is happening with all the different functions. Fair enough. If that's what it means, if that's what the criteria is, then yeah. Work towards the assessment criteria, but like, you know now. That might be why Barry says more notes. Poor Barry getting doxed. There's a book that has 200 pages that proves 1 + 1 = 2. You know what? I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised at all. There's our gameplay scene. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I can guarantee Lost Center. I can guarantee one stream a week, 7:30 till 11. However, my work situation right now is very fluid. Very fluid. So I can't really promise that I can have a more stable schedule than that for the near future. Also, I will be away in June. I will not be here in June. I will not be going live for the entirety of June. I'm still planning what that means. I think I've said it on Discord already. I'm planning a trip. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm planning a trip, and I definitely won't be able to live stream from where I'm at. There's no bone streams. There's no bone streams. However, what I'm planning on trying to do, whether I can or not, that's another matter. I'm going to see if I can try and do some, like, YouTube vlogs. Try and get some, like, content ready in advance. So, like, once a week I can have a YouTube video while I'm out there. I'm going to set them to, like, automatically release. We'll see what happens. Vlog? True. And if nothing else, I might just do, like, a replay of a stream or something. But yeah. That's kind of the plan at the moment. It'll be good content, if nothing else. No, it'll be a lot of other things. From what I saw of yours, it was a chunk after each section. Also, it might be the way I note my stuff. I do short notes on the same line as the code I'm commenting. That does make sense. The way I was sort of... Yeah. Real quick, we'll just do this real quick. Squilly, if you want to send over any code anytime, I'm happy to give it a quick look. As a former professional programmer. Wait, Sam's go live in Facebook notification? Facebook gaming? I don't know. I'm not going to say no, but... yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to say no. And I'll leave it at that. Real quick, Squealy. Let me show you. So here's the code again. I'm going to bring this down a bit. So here's how I tend to code things. I tend to do what's called pseudocode first. Right, so let's show you this. I tend to write out what I'm going to do in comments. So like I say, do thing A, do thing, well, hang on, and then in the next comment, I'll say do thing B, and then A plus B equals C, right? Remember some divide and conquer. Maybe. So here's what I mean. There we go. So there's do thing A, do thing B, and A plus B equals C, and then it could be like return C. I mean, this is in a C-oriented language, for example, but still. You get the idea. So I would do something like int A equals 1, for example. So I've got my sort of like I've got my idea down. Int B equals 2, for example. Then just like write it out and be like int C equals A plus B. Oh, hang on. Capitalize, obviously. And write int rather than ink, whatever that is. And then just say return C. Boom. There you go. But I mean, it doesn't make much sense when you're doing something as simple as this. But when you're doing all this, you can see what I've done here. Let me show you. So I've done one section for do processing here. If this is currently true, I've got another condition here. You get what I mean with all that? Yeah, kind of like a template. Yeah, exactly. You're sort of like sketching out what you're going to do. So I wanted to gather my data at first. So this whole section here is about me gathering my data, gathering my things that I'm going to use to do the calculations. Then I say begin slew limiting, begin doing what I'm actually here to do. So this is where I actually action out what I'm aiming to do with the code. I'm keeping notes here. That's not best practice, but it's just what I'm doing, just to save having another tab open. Do our writing here. I write my samples to the sample buffer, and then I move our writer along for the next iteration. But you can see I've written it out in comments, and like sort of I can just go through and say each step I do this. Each step I'm just looking at this little tiny little part of it. I've done it over here as well. I've done some setup in this function here. This is called process. I get some numbers, I get some variables assigned. I do my processing. That just calls this function that we were looking at earlier. I blend it back with the dry sample and the wet sample to make the output sample. I add some dither to it. This is another thing. I'm going to make a video on this, by the way. Dither's a really cool thing. And then I've got this other thing here. Check for overly loud output. I don't think this is really necessary in the final product, so I've commented it out for now, but I might put it back in later. We'll see. And then just write the sample. End for loop. Simple as that. You want a video? All right, we'll do a video. I'll do a video because I can use Minecraft to explain what dither is. If you don't know what, and like I think that's clickbait enough. You want to learn C++? Dude. It's interesting. You will pull your hair out if you try to learn C++. You will pull your hair out trying to learn C++. That's all I will say. Because it's one of those languages where you have to, if you want someone to walk, right? You've got your little guy. You want it to walk, right? How does he walk? Right, you put left leg in front of right leg in front of left leg in front of right leg. Repeat ad infinitum. How do you put your left leg in front of your right leg? Well, you extend your straighten out your leg, then you swing it out to the front, and then you lean forward, and then you do the same again with the other leg, and so on and so forth. Right? How do you straighten out your leg? You get the point. You get the point I'm trying to make. You have to describe everything. There's no free food in the world. There's nothing free in C++. So much of it you have to describe yourself, but it is very, very liberating to be able to do that. Basically, you need a lot of things to do something. Yeah, you have to be really sort of granular with like how you describe things. And the reason we get inaccurate with code is like, well, I mean, part of that is because coders are lazy. Coders are too lazy to like simulate each and every individual atom that like goes into sending the electric charge that contracts that makes your muscles contract, that makes your leg lean forward, that makes you move forward, that makes you start walking. You know. But the results will be great. The results will be very efficient. The results will be very computationally unintensive. That's the difference. C++ is very cheap in terms of computation power. Python, it's easy to use. It's really easy to use. C++ more used in robotics. I don't know about robotics. I know it's used a lot in like game development because you need efficiency. And I can't really talk much more about it than that, but like I know it's used a lot in game development. Right, let's go back to the forest, playing some games. Python is powerful. Python is powerful because it's easy to use, I think. That's how I would describe Python. It's easy to use because it's powerful. No, it's easy to use because a lot of the functionality that you want has already been done, but it becomes increasingly more difficult to. It becomes less customizable because of that. And it's universal. Anyone can work on Python. You don't really need much of a compiler to work on Python. Whereas like C++, you need a compiler. Straight up. Right, what's the deal with the Forest today, dudes? Let's have a think. So, the Forest 2 is coming out soon. Namely, it's going to be coming out at the end of May. Towards the end of May. I want to start a playthrough of that on streams, which again might be a bit difficult considering I'm going away for a month. I can do some pre-record some videos of it at least, if nothing else. And what I'm going to do is I want to try and get this game finished before then. So that might mean I have to play some of it off screen. But if nothing else, I can at least make some progress today. Want to switch your course from hardware to software stuff? Do both. do one on the side. That's what I did. Technically, I'm a music student, right? I studied music. Well, I was a music student. I studied music full-time, undergrad and master's level. But I realised, about halfway through the masters, fuck, it is really hard to make music. Really hard to make money from music. So what I did was, halfway through my final year of the masters, I switched over to, well, I didn't switch or anything. I started learning C++ on, I started learning C# on the side. I started learning Unity. And from that, I gained the skills necessary to get the job at Frontier. And they saw that, like, even though I hadn't really done much in the case of C++ at all, I knew a C-based language, I knew the principles behind it, I had learned the principles behind it in a very short amount of time, and they saw fit to take me on and, you know, train me up. Which I will be forever grateful for, because that was a great job. Musicians halfway through the course googling how to make money. I mean, yeah, honestly. I'll be honest, the rug was kind of pulled out from underneath my feet. I started studying music when I was about 8, and that was like just about before, like, when Napster, LimeWire, things like that were coming out. So, like, oh yeah, you can still make money through music, right? At that point. So I thought, right, I'm going to dedicate my life to this. Money from music? Yeah, I don't know her. Yeah, this is what I mean. So I started out as like, okay, you can make money from music. Sure, there's this whole piracy thing that could be a problem, but you know, through like digital sales, you can sell physical sales and things like that. Fuck LimeWire? I don't know. Fuck LimeWire. I think it was just a symptom of things changing on the internet. Because like now we're at Spotify, right? Anyway, so the course, of course, was geared around. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Fuck me. Where are you? Where are you? Where are they gone? Hold on, guys. Hold on, chat. Hold on. You kill a dude. There's a music student coming up. And it ain't just Psycho. Heal up. Here. Aha! I've got range now, bitch! Hold that thought. Don't go anywhere. Fuck! Downside is I can't defend myself here. Right, one's down. Still see that other one there, though. He's still there, old Smeagol. Come on now. Alright, you're gonna be a pussy about it, are you? Wait, I think I saw him charging. Fuck you, yes. Nice try, nice try. Sneaky Smeagol. Sneaking. He was. Was that just flying around in the background there? Tell me that was a bug. Right, hang on, let me just get the teeth. Right. Where was I? Hey, Silent Jets, welcome in. Since you can't come on Twitch, I'm on YouTube now. What's up with Twitch? Is it not working? I mean, either way, I'm glad it's working for you. At least you have options that way. You got a virus from it? Ah, fair enough. Right, so I was talking about like LimeWire. So when I went on my course, all like the marketing stuff was like geared around, you know, find a record label. Gonna help you. Find a record label that'll take you on. It's a bit of a random chance, and pray that you can make money out of it. That was kind of how I was taught to make money out of it. Make money out of music. Now that in the space of time that it's taken for me to actually start making music full time, that's completely changed. Things like Spotify have come out. Things like YouTube Music have come to the forefront. Yeah, I think they existed back then, but they weren't really sort of taken as seriously as they are now. At all. Wait, dummy, look at these heckin' adorable emotes you got. You got new emotes? Is that a Gasm emote? Isn't that... Aren't they illegal? Aren't they against TOS? That looks like a Gasm emote. Typically needs to use a computer and Twitch just doesn't work on my phone when it's on my computer. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, hey! That's points for restreaming. I'll take that. How to make money as a musician. Step 1, be lucky, and that concludes our tutorial. Basically, it was like, know someone who can get you in, know someone who can get your music released, and hope that people listen to it. What's this? It's a Buzz Lightyear toy. Hold on. Is that a Timmy clue? Is that a Timmy clue? Oh, they're from an art streamer. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. We have no more LeBones emotes. Oh, Better Twitch TV. Check them out. A lot of the old emotes should be up there now. That's another thing I should have mentioned earlier. I need like a torch or something. This lighter is not doing the business. Oh, watch. I like watches. Lots of loot down here though. But yeah. So yeah. I came up with that degree like, sure, I can make music. Now what? You know? It became a case of I had to work. I'm still in the process of working out how to make music and profit from it in this day and age. Max Soldier, playing my favorite game? Nice one, dude. I'm hoping to get through it tonight. Well, not finish it tonight. I'm hoping to get like a lot of the way through it tonight. We're doing cave exploring, so it's going to be a bit dark. What are you doing over there? Oh, that's the second time I've seen this box flying around like that. Kill it. Oh, MacBook. Nice. Got flashbanged by Discord light mode. I like that. Flashbanged. Okay, that's literally half a dude right there. Or is that a mannequin? Wait, the skull bleeds? What? Alright. I think this is where Timmy is. Okay, that was meaning that's where this is. I think it's legit better now because you don't have to get as lucky. Most people have the opportunity to put music out, although it still is hard to make an income from it. Yes, I agree. So from what I've seen now, my current analysis is like things like DistroKid and Spotify and YouTube make it really easy to do self-marketing. But it means you have to know how to do marketing, which I didn't get to learn in my course. That's not a slight against my course, it's just unfortunate timing. Like snacks. I need to start healing. Meds. So yeah, now you don't need a label anymore. I think the labels are a scam now. Straight up. Bones produces blood, so technically yeah, it bleeds. Okay. What? Breaking in casually. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Realism? True. Hey, who's breathing? Is that me? So is the music kind of... I feel like the music's probably kind of... taken away from the atmosphere a little bit? Let's turn the music off. I have to tell you that bones don't have blood in them. Not technically true. Not entirely technically true. Hold on. Because don't they have like, what's that stuff called? Bone marrow. Isn't that what makes blood? Technically they do have blood in them, right? I think if I can just stay here. Ah! Fuck me! Someone clip that. Fuck me. Dickhead. Jump scare me, will ya? Fuck! Ow! Can't move backwards. I can't move backwards. He literally ran up and jumped at me. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. First time. Doing just swell, Squealy. Glad to hear it, Psycho. Glad to hear it. Google definitely says they have blood in them. Gotcha. Knew it. Right. I got a thing able to run Python? I do. I'm not going to run any code on stream right now, but I do have a Python compiler. Forget how I do it though. How do I run Python? I forget entirely how I run Python because I've not really used it all that much. But yeah, bones do in fact have blood in them. But I would have thought one that's been hung up might be a bit dry by now. How's everyone doing, though? How's everyone doing tonight? I realize I haven't really been asking that. It's all been me, program. Me code, me smart thingy, maybe. Me, ga, me, ga. Anaconda, maybe. Wait, is that like a Python compiler? Don't ask why you know bones bleed. You worked as a butcher? Hope that you worked as a butcher. It's either that or someone's had a horrible accident while you've been there. But these guys just got fucked. I love that it's like a tennis effigy. Weird. Anyway, which way's home? There's home where the heart is. There it is. Because you are the centre of attention. Why did I read that like Anne Robinson? Like, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. There's probably so many kids in chat who don't know what the weakest link was. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Right. It's okay, so I'll send you along a markup of my controlled assessment. The version I have in my personal computer is a very scuffed, but I'll be happy to send you it. Obviously, to look at after stream whenever. Yeah, do you know what, dude? Why not? I'm a little busy. I'm definitely busy Monday. I could probably have a look at it tomorrow. As in when I get some time. But dude, if you just want to like copy paste the code over, I'll have a look at it for sure. Code and comments and everything. Just copy paste the whole thing. Second opinion. Cat jam. The bop. You'd be kind of a bop. Cat jamming. I love this track. It's this whole album is just kind of cute. Not gonna lie. No obligations to look at it. I know it's kind of garbanzo at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. If anything, that's a reason to look at it. Dude, get code reviews. Seriously, that's a great way to learn. Get someone else to look at your code and tell you what's wrong with it. I used to do it all the time at my old job. Literally. I'd finish a bit of code, take it over to a colleague and be like, hey, I think I've done a thing. I think it works well. Is there anything you think I could do better with it? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, of course. You probably don't need these variables. You can probably sum that into just one line. You can do this, and that. And be like, oh, brilliant, thanks. Great. Gotta go back to Premiere editing, not Pog. Dude. Good luck with it. I mean, if you got Premiere, go for it. But like, if anyone's looking for like a budget video editor, DaVinci Resolve. It's a little heavyweight on your computer, but like, it just works. It just does so much, so well. That's how you know someone is into coding. Happy with the stuff you have in my actual code? There you go then. Guess that's what matters. Am I gathering Timmy evidence or something? Some more meds. Or make some more meds. Either or. Right, so it looks like this club does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, this club does more damage. Which is not as fast, but it is... Not as fast, but it does hit harder. And you can block. DaVinci's good though, I agree, fuck Premiere. DaVinci's just fucking fantastic, dude. Actually really, really good. Oh, I can craft... Wait, how can I make it faster? Sap and feathers. Excuse me, sap and feathers, right? I've got plenty of sap. Okay, there we go, I'm maxed out on sap. Ooh. No, not the bow. Everything but the bow. There we go. And we have a faster club. And there we go. Just glue a bunch of feathers to it. Great, Timmy, let's build a gazebo. Let's build a gazebo. I've already got my gazebo. Wait, I want to equip that. How do I equip this button here? There we go. Oh my god. It's literally a skull and a hand on a stick. Build a gazebo. I think that sounds like a terrible idea. Jesus Christ, dude. He's got his phone in his mouth. There's another one. Did they tie him to it? Or, oh no, they've actually just stabbed it down through his back. That's grim. And we're getting wristwatches. That's kind of cool. I like getting wristwatches. Isn't that an achievement? If you just build and not find Timmy? Probably. Sounds like something that would be an achievement on this. Do I have any pots? I do. No need for any more pots. Maybe you can't sleep in the sleeping bags. I think you should be able to sleep in the sleeping bags. The game literally says, shouldn't you be looking for your son? You never told me it was my son. I need to hunt some more rabbit skins because I need to make certain kinds of armor. And I've lost it. There was one, I was chasing a rabbit. I don't know. Shouldn't you be looking for your son? Probably. But also, fuck that. Anyway. Cook the raccoons. Come here, little fuzzy shit. Wait, hold on. Hold on, though. You dick. You gone? We're hunting rabbits, chat. We're hunting rabbits. Or not? Where's it gone? Alright, never mind. Rabbit's gone. It's rabbit season. That's so not vegan. Non-vegan moment. I heard like a voice sound. Sure, I heard someone talking around here. Anyone else? I could definitely do with not being killed again. Especially considering it's almost nighttime. Well, we got a little bit down in the cave. We got 2, like, Timmy evidences or whatever they are. It's rabbit season. Definitely a non-vegan gamer moment. Rude. We like put. I should make like a clip series of like non-vegan moments. That should be pretty cool. Morning guitar, non-vegan moments. I think that's good. That could be on something there. You happy child? Found a marginally better version of your code on a Google Doc of all things. There you go. As with anything in IT, if you don't know how to do it, Google it. Literally, the main skill that I got from my coding was learning how to Google things. And it works. You know what? That is a... Well, in the real world, I don't know about in exam conditions, but in the real world, that is a totally valid way of, like, getting something to work. Yeah, a lot of the time at my job, I'd ask a friend, I'd ask a colleague, like, hey, I'm going to get this to happen, I'm not sure how to make it happen. You got any ideas? He's like, Google it. Literally, that was the solution. Oh, fuck me. That guy's on fire? Hold on. Shouldn't be on fire. You're scared of fire. Is that a glitch of some sort? Well, the runners are out. Welcome to Watch Mojo. What? Welcome to Watch Mojo. Oh, today on the top 10 non-vegan moments, we see how Monogatari slaughter his turtles. I like the idea of that. I might work that in somehow. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what half it does, but the version of me that sends stuff home from school for me to not improve it at all at home is a smart lad. Yep, there you go. At least you've always got access to it. Just load your source code to like Google Drive or something like that. Like, everyone gets 5 gigabytes of Google Drive storage for free. Use that, upload your code there, take it home, and improve at home. Easy. Evening Guitar, Hybrid, welcome in, sir. How are you? Welcome to YouTube. I think you were here earlier when I was showing off the VST, weren't you? Very bugged and very broken at the moment, but it kind of works. And I can see a path to getting it working, which is freaking amazing. Google Docs is my lifesaver. Like, I always forget to save stuff, and now I don't have to worry about doing that. Dude, Google knew what they were doing when they made Google Docs. And Google Sheets as well, to be fair. Does anyone actually use Google Slides? I feel like Google Slides is just not really a thing we use. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna sneeze. I swear my sneezes are not fake. Just about, yeah, super busy at the moment. Oh, no worries. You sue Google Slides sometimes. That seems a bit drastic. Google Slides is definitely a thing. You're just old. Okay, fair enough. That might. Do you know what? Fair enough. Use slides for school stuff, maybe engineering. Jeez, I used Microsoft PowerPoint. Christ almighty, that's a sign of the times. Microsoft PowerPoint was the only thing available when I was a kid. Not Sue yet. I have very little need to make PowerPoint presentations these days. That could make good content though. To be fair, I could make some pretty good content with like a Google Slides thing. So not game review to sneeze like that. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do a 30-minute long YouTube apology for sneezing on stream. Niveo Gugu. Gugo? Gugo. I'm going to call you Gugo. Is that alright? Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the YouTube stream. We're also live on Twitch if you feel like joining over there as well. Or if you feel like that'd be any better for you. Either way. Welcome in though. You're the first new person to join the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy your stay in the stream though, either way. You have a 3-hour PowerPoint presentation overdue. Well shit, dude. Anyone else hear that? There was definitely a big old scream out there. I'm gonna save real quick. My name is Guko. Guko, alright? Guko it is. I'm gonna try and call you Guko. Or Gugo. Either or. Twitch gang, best gang? Alright, we're starting a war. We're starting a war in chat. Works calling again. I'll see you again for 5 minutes in about an hour's time. No worries, Hybrid. You take care. Get some work done. PowerPoint is elite. I prefer the Microsoft Office stuff, but nothing to worry about. Saving every 5 seconds is too convenient to not use the Google stuff. I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the Microsoft stuff that you can't do with Google stuff, particularly when it comes to Excel versus like Google Sheets. But are we literally weighing up the pros and cons of like Excel versus Google Sheets right now? God, this is like not content. This is non-content. You speak Spanish? I'm afraid I don't. No hablo español. I'm so sorry. Anyone else in chat might speak Spanish though? I don't know. Welcome to Tagway. How you doing, buddy? Did Sakurai already say points? Possibly. By the way, guys, if you're in Twitch chat, ! points, you can get the new channel points that we've got. Like since cancelling the affiliate, we've added in. Well, I've added in Stream Elements points instead. So as of this stream, they are now building up as you guys watch. So yes, I'm afraid it's been reset to 0. There's nothing I can do about that. But you are now building them back up again, and we're going to try and work out ways to get some interactions going on. First things first was to get them working. Wasn't actually that hard in the end, to be fair. But they're working. They're up. That's the main thing. You see me speak English, Chris Spanish. I'm afraid I don't know what that means. Niveo. Guko, sorry. Notepad is still superior? Also true. You're just finishing filming a short film with your friend? Nice one, Attack Way. Dude. Can you talk about what it is, or is it a super secret? Joys of being able to convert the files into Google. That is nice. Being able to go back over my old documents and being able to like upload them to Google Drive and it still works, that is real nice. Like, as much as I've got my misgivings about Google, they're a huge company and they do all kinds of shady stuff in the background, but they do know how to make their Office suite, or whatever their equivalent of Office suite is. Is Curum good? Which Curum are we talking about? There's base Curum, there's white or black Curum. I mean, yes, they're all legendaries. They're all damn good Pokemon, one way or another. Some are better than others. Curum White. Probably the best of the three, I would say. Because, and here's why. Curum Base, Dragon Ice type. They're all Dragon Ice types. The typing doesn't come into it when considering the three. However, it does get... it's not the best in terms of coverage, but all of its main moves are special. It gets Ice Beam, and that's a special move. Problem with Curum Black is that, yes, it's got sky high attack, like 170 base attack, but it doesn't have a physical Ice type move that it can really use. Or maybe it does in Generation 8, I don't know. I haven't checked out recently. It might get one in Gen 9, in which case it'll be top tier, because that'll be Electric Ice physical coverage with a massive attack stat, so that'll be dominating the Ubers tier if it does. But Curum White is a special attacker. Got things like Draco Meteor, Fusion Flare, it's got Ice Beam. It can use all of them really, really well. All of its 170 base special attack stat. Curum Base, 130 mixed attacker, not that fast, and what's the word? Not really bulky enough to justify it being a slow attacker. I don't know. He might put it on YouTube, but it's being turned into our multimedia teacher. Ah, okay. Nice one. Not a nice thing to say about Simon. White, okay. He's not just calling me white. That's not what's going on there. I'm assuming. And it's just a great team in black and white. Black and white. We're talking one or two? If we're talking one, then I would suggest all Gen 5 Pokemon. Jellicent is a good one. Water Ghost, really great defensive Pokemon. I don't think what my team was in Gen 1, in Gen 5. Scrafty's a really good one. Good Pokemon that are easy to evolve and evolve more powerfully. Since when do we do nice things to Sam? That's only reserved for special occasions. True. Wait, no. No. New meta. Be nice to Sam. Be nice to streamer. Be nice to streamer. New strong meta. Be nice for extra channel points. I think I can give channel points now. I think I can, like, literally just run the command, give points to XYZ person. Damn it, he started running. Come back! Way over. Way overshot. Definitely hit him. Missed him that time, I think. You glitched through the floor. I think I missed him. Where did he go? Where did Bambi go? Shit. Hold on, bigger things at risk here. Heard someone growling. Sorry, chat. I'll get back to you in a second. Heard Mr. Angry Eyes growling. There's my quarry. Place it down and bludgeon it to death. Why not? You suck, Sam. Get good. This is embarrassing. What do you mean? There's no reticule. How do you kids aim without a reticule? Right. How real hunters aim, right? You see that? Okay, just a little more. A little more. A There we go. Got him. It was really hard to see, like, the resolution of things. Wait, I'll get back to you in a second. I've just got to continue not getting this. Okay, shut up. Alright, listen. Listen, you. Audio reticle in the settings? Is there? You're joking. Psycho, one of my favourite NG members. Hey! Psycho's telling us a bit of a celebrity. Gotta love it. Oh, HUD. Ghost building. No stealth meter. I mean, all the HUD's on. Allow cheats? I'm not going to allow cheats. Regrowing cheese? Regrowing cheese. We have a natural scope called out eyes. Shut up, dummy. Got the popular girl at school dance. Enjoy it. I mean, you become micro-famous. It was literally one of the big tips of from the Alpha Gaming YouTube channel. If anyone still watches him. I still watch him. What am I saying? Also, my spear's gone. I just realised. I've got an upgraded stick though. Anyway, yeah. One of those big tips was to become micro-famous in someone else's chat. Operations. Okay. We've got one Timmy drawing. Tape labelled Lunch with Megan. View on camcorder. I've got a camcorder? I've got a cassette player. Bunch of wristwatches, batteries. Get a torch from. Broken toy. Piece of Timmy's toy. No! Look at your previous message about Marshy. What did you say? Hang on. Free chat. Friend asked me if Marshy was single, so apparently some girl likes him, and she is using my friend to wingman through me or something. Dude. Help a brother out. Help a brother out, but don't be like, that guy is too eager to get them together, because that, like, kind of yikes. Go up and out, see what Marshy thinks about it. Just be open and honest, don't do this whole behind the back thing. It just never works. Dating advice with Sam. There you go. Fuck Timmy, never liked that Brett anyway. Yeah, I mean, we're literally just, like, doing nothing right now. I need to make a flag at the cave that we just went down. Oh, she actually hates all women? Oh no. Rip Marshy, future girlfriend. Stream just started and he's called me Dumbo? To be fair, I laugh at his failures. I called you Dumbo, not Dumbo. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hi fellas. Nice day we're having. Don't mind me, I'm just leaving. Karma. I thought that was it. We just outpaced them. My sonic speed. No one's chasing us either. Why is no one chasing us? I feel like they've lowered the difficulty in this game. Having said that, I have died once already. Someone likes him. Stream just started and he called me Dumbo. Wait, what? Psycho's my comfort stream because Sam called me dumb earlier. Okay, listen. Listen, right. Dude, it's your name. What do you want from me? Psycho is kind of a comfy streamer though, to be fair. And to be fair, Psycho actually streams regularly. She has a schedule and she sticks to it. Actually, Psycho, that's one thing. I've got to, like, alright. Credit where it's due. I don't know how you managed to keep the schedule that you do. Considering that you're also doing college work and shit. Like, fucking props to you. Seriously. Can someone drop a shout out for Psycho? In fact, let me do it. Yeah, imagine actually streaming regularly. Couldn't be me. King, I have no social life. That's a secret. Do you want to know something? Neither did I. But I wasn't live streaming. I was just studying the entire time. I was either studying or working. And I wish I'd spent more time socializing. Actually, no, to be fair, I did socialize. A fair bit. I did go out a fair bit. I used to go out drinking quite a lot. I think I used to have a bit of a drinking problem, chat. Not gonna lie. I'm looking back at a lot of my old photos, and I'm thinking, I really drank a lot, huh? Come on then, Bernie. I'm calling him Bernie, by the way. You see him? Can you tell why? The dude's got chlamydia. Oh wait, no. Yeah, let's have you. Got to stun lock them. There we go. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me, chat. Mortal Kombat right now. Mortal Kombat! Smack him in the crotch. Okay, I think he's dead. Right. Not the Bernie Sanders joke. I'm not making a Bernie Sanders joke. Right. You also stream your schoolwork, so that does help because they overlap. That is true. That is a tactic if ever I've heard one. Right, onto the pyre with you. You can just hang out there for a second. How come you all don't socialise? To be fair, I just get dragged about by my friends. Dude, that was me. I just got dragged out. I got dragged out all the time. Also, look at my hands are. Look at that shit. My knuckles. That's cleaning fluids. That is. Anyway. That's just being British, though. Kind of fair. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Like, okay, so I figured out this something recently, guys. It is in the UK. It is normal to have, I think it was 15 units a week or something like that. 15 units a week. That's like 6 beers a week. 6 beers a week, every single week. Let's calculate the price. Say a beer's around £3. £3 a beer, if you're lucky, depending on where you are. £3 a beer. £3 times 15. So £3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. £18 a week. £18 a week just drinking. £18 a week is how many pounds a month? 18 times 4. 40 plus about like 72, I think. £72 a month. Think what you could do with £72 at the end of the month. Right, let's have a look. What's going on here? Also, consider American that we are well known for thinking 60-hour work weeks are normal. Oh, yeah. That is not healthy. He got cheeks? Not anymore, he doesn't. Okay, he does not... No, you see. How do you think? Frequencies of 950 and 2480 Hz are used to excite polar molecules that produce thermal energy and increase temperature. Do you know what, Psychro? You've been around long enough. You can have it. No expectations. But there you go. Oh wait, that's from Restream. I have to do it on Twitch, don't I? My bad, guys. Bear with me. Bruh. Restream does not help. Mod. Psychro. Psychro's already moderated. Okay, there you go. There you go then. Dummy save you. Right. Psychro, you will be judged on your actions. You will be judged on your actions. I can't save you, someone. There is a whole drama playing out in chat right now. Where's Zara? I want my mummy. Oh god. Iron? I always get her name wrong. Oh, here we go. Here's our way down. Okay, we're at pretty good health. It's here so you won't, but you watch yourself attack way. Psycho, you do what you want to do. Your actions are your own. You can't even win against Chaos. Speaking of Chaos, I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's doing alright. Isht? What? Codeman? Welcome in, Codeman. How are you? What's going on? Wait, is my What's my YouTube title right now? It should be the same as the Twitch title. Okay, so it's still Sluty VST plugin update. Right, okay, I'll have to fix that. So that's... Welcome into Codeman. I'm so sorry about that. Good? Yeah, good. Awesome, glad to hear it. So that is a VST that I'm working on. It's a slew rate VST. I'll quickly show you. Very much in progress. I'm going to show it off again because I'm proud as fuck of it. Look at this. It's a slew limiter with like a delay for the comparison for calculating the slew, and it's also got a bias control for like slewing up and down, faster or slower. And it's also the big thing. It's got this blend control with all these different blend modes. It's so fucking cool. Anyway, I'm working on it. It works. It doesn't entirely work right now. It's bugged as fuck, but the concept works. I have had it working. I've broken it. I've had it working. I've broken it again. Such is the life of development, but the UI needs some work. Anyway, it's fine. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll change the YouTube title real quick. I'm not sure if I can do that while I'm live. Actually, can I? Should be done. There we go. Yeah, that worked. Where are we at? Microwave, have you banned Macrowave in your chat? Oh no. Oh no, chat. These are buttons you do not want to push. These are buttons you do not want to push. I can feel the ban hammer being wound up. Knocked my internet down for a bit there. What a shame. What a shame. You definitely didn't just miss being called Macrowave. Oh, there we go. Right, back to the forest. I appreciate you checking out the stream though, Codeman. Thank you very much. You banned it? Try it, cowards. There is a war being fought in my chat right now. Wait, where are we at on music? Doesn't sound like where I was at. Oh, we're on copyright free. We're on not copyright free music. Because I forgot that I don't have shuffle and repeat on by default. What kind of music do we want, chat? Let's have a vote on music. You want some chiptune? You want some ambient? You want some hype tracks? Also, yeah, I'm aware I'm in a cave. Hip hop, bit house, bit synthwave. What do we want? I am Codeman, or is there someone called Codeman? Oh, am I Codeman, or is there someone else called Codeman? Oh, okay. All right. Squealy, if you're Codeman, God damn it. Code Bullet. Damn it. Really? Synthwave? Let's do some synthwave. Right. Synthwave. Perfect for forest survival. Right, some more dudes over here. Wristwatch. Wristwatch. Oh, we've got literally too many wristwatches right now. Okay, me? Alright, listen here. I got excited there. I thought there was someone new. Oh, what's this? Another leg. Another Timmy toy leg. That was a serious question. We were on about Cody earlier. I didn't see him come into chat. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were Codeman. I thought that was your YouTube. What a YouTube you just made. Hello, Codeman. Welcome in, mate. I think he might have left already. Thought it saw that we weren't working on code. The lack of code in this chat. Timmy, I'm coming. I don't know, man. We're getting there. Like, we will get there eventually. I want to finish this game before the new one comes out. Welcome in, by the way, Codeman. I was asking if you were calling me that. No. Codeman's a whole separate YouTube channel. Codeman's here. There we go. He got caught. He got yoinked. Got yoinked by the Jimmy Saviles. Chat collectively owns one brain cell. I don't think we could code if we tried. I don't know. Some of you guys are pretty smart. Some. We made that very clear. Attack rate. Jesus Christ! You're pushing the buttons right now, dude. Have you beat this? Go in the event. I haven't beaten this yet. No. We've got 2 broken toy legs. I'm not sure what we can do with that to finish with. Want to finish 2 lines? Haven't beaten this yet. What was that? There's a dude right there. The bow. Now, do you have the bow? Missed again. Got him. Shit, I think he's seen me. I think he's seen me. Fuck. Light it. Club. Ah! He's in there somewhere. I just saw him for a second, he's disappeared. This blinding light in my face is not helping. Oh, there's 3 of you. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Really not a good time for this to come back. You guys want to come like one by one, maybe? Oh, there we go. Yep, no. Okay. At least I can block with this thing. Oh shit. Hang on, chat. Clonk, clonk, bonk. Ow! Dick! How dare you fight back? Yeah, I know I'm invading your territory here right now. Not the point. Chat, I see you guys moving. I'll be back in just a sec. I'll read you in just a second, I promise. Ooh, fuck. But you can't be behind me. Oh, shot you in the ass! I shot him in the ass! He sees it! He got the arrow sticking out of his ass! Nice. Well... that's another death. Oh well. We shot him in the ass though. Can't believe that. Make the bow? We had the bow, literally. What am I playing on? PC. Did I go give him a hug? Didn't work. Micro S. Everyone have their S ready? Yep. He wants huggies. I have forgiven you this time. They're stoned to meet their comfy streamer. Stoked to meet the comfy streamer. Not stoned, I'd imagine. They want friends in the end that they help you save Timmy? Jesus Christ. I find that hard to believe. If that's a spoiler though. That's embarrassing for a gamer moment. Dude, that was a non-vegan cannibal moment. That's all I'm saying. The vegan cannibal. Could that be a YouTube channel? I feel like that's TOS. I don't know. The vegan cannibal. It's like a comedy skit or something. You know what? Look, alright, Psycho, I'll see you soon. Sam has done it at least 4 times. I've done... What if Timmy is the friends we made along the way? Oh, these are not friends. Like, I will tell you that right now. Iron at least 2 times? How many times will I get timed out? You... Iron? Psycho now twice. Psycho, come back! I need my only moderator. Grab his dick and twist it! Twist his dick! How you doing, Rogue? The old dick twist! You told Iron? Oh no. We're gonna have a fight. There's gonna be a whole thing going on. And I want no part of it. Alright, so if I'm right... Oh, cave should be around here somewhere. Oh, well, also I'm starving. Tommy can handle it. Wow, slacking on the job. Unbelievable. Health mix? How did I make that? When did I make this? Twist the dick! You did it for butter because you won't add it. I refuse to add butter. Stream's close enough to give me a heart attack as is. Doesn't need any more butter in the game. In the game? In the stream. Whatever you call it. Ugh. Words. Words escape me. Don't have a voice in this mod team, they control me. At least you know your place. No, do you know what? I need to hunt a little bit. Hunt and find water. Right, I got my bow. Where am I at? I'm not sure how far behind you are, Codeman. Twisted! What do you mean, no butter? Oh god. I'm gonna have all of America and France on my ass about this, aren't I? Okay, if you tell me how to do it, I'll add butter. Psychro, please do not encourage him. Do not encourage him. I have given you power. With great power comes great responsibility. Nice cock. Can I say that? Well, fuck it, I'm saying it. Whatever. If I get banned off YouTube, then that'll be interesting. No, for real, what are you doing? What are you not adding butter to? Commands section. For some reason, Attackray wants a butter command. I have no idea what it's going to do. Absolutely no idea what he expects from it. Perfect shot. Right up the crow's arse or whatever it was. Bird's eye. Wait, mods can add commands, right? I don't know. I don't know if I've enabled that on Stream Elements yet. That's a solid maybe. Give the butter or you're grounded? Say what? What are you guys gonna do with exclamation mark butter? Alright, let's all right. Seriously, chat. Let's talk. What happens with exclamation mark butter? What do you want to see? Do I want a glitch? I'm gonna try and go glitchless if you don't mind. But I appreciate the offer. What does exclamation mark butter do, chat? What do you want from me? Just show a picture of bones juice. Bone butter. That's a thing though, right? People eat bone marrow, don't they? They can like spread bone marrow on toast or something. Bone butter, bone milk. Right, do you know what? Fuck it. Since you guys want it so much, is this like clearly just not going to go away until I just do it? Command add butter test. Really? Really? That's all it does? That's all it does now? Are you kidding me? It just says test. The fuck? Oi, what is this gobber doing in my potter then? Welcome in? Welcome in, Lucky. And Jenna. Welcome back. All the bone juice for Sam, DJ. Alright. But, there you go. It just says butter. I don't know what more you want from me. Welcome in though, Lucky. Put 32 of an item on your train, cancel it, it will dupe. Well, I wish I didn't know that, but thank you. I'm not gonna do dupes. I wanna do this legit. It can be like mine and say, yes, butter is the quintessential food. That was dumb. Why'd you do? Alright, fuck. Fucking I give up, honestly. Oh great, even that's broken. Even this is broken. Jesus Christ. It's not going well for me, chat. It's not going well. But there you go. You got butter now. We broke Sam. Literally. Okay, bye. Take care, Codeman. Appreciate you dropping by. Drop a sub if you can on your way out. We'll be live again next week. I'm lost. What the fuck is happening? Lucky, your guess is as good as mine at this point, dude. Chat is going horny for butter, and I don't know what else to say. You like your butter crispy or raw? I'm not letting this turn into a channel meme at this point. I refuse. Skelly Boy versus butter. Yes, this is a legitimate fight at this point. God, why? Just why? Right, I'm gonna munch a bunch of the regenerating food because that's definitely safe and not rotten at all. Airline food. I love it. Any more? Interesting selection of emotes there. Oh, we're on the butter meme again. Oh, yes, we are. Again? I never stopped. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you, America? Come on, edit butter. Psycho, how are you better at this than I am? How do you do it on there and it works and mine doesn't? What is going on? Squealy, where's my money? Okay, Squealy is not your drug dealer. Butter is overrated. Prefer mayo or margarine. Okay, I would prefer margarine to butter. I disagree strongly with you. I'm simply a pro. Simply the best! Okay, I'm gonna get a TOS. Margarine, lucky you say this. Are we talking about like margarine as in like actual margarine? Or are we talking about like Flora or Lurpak? Wait, is Lurpak actually butter or is it just like a sunflower spread or whatever it is? Margarine is butter? No. No, 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 no. I'm pretty sure margarine's never been anywhere near a cow. Lurpak is butter. Right, gotcha. Talking about like Flora or I can't believe it's not butter though. That is margarine. It's fine. I wouldn't say I prefer it. But like, I don't know. It comes close, I guess. Margarine is oil basically, it was solidified. Hasn't it got a little bit of water in it as well? There's a really cool thing I've been using called plant butter, which is just like, you know, butter without the cows. If you're into that sort of thing. You all don't just eat a stick of butter like string cheese. I want end. Margarine was made for baking and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Margarine's just made to be like an oil for baking with. Not really meant to be putting on toast. Like actual margarine. There's a difference between oil and sunflower spread and margarine. That's a different thing entirely. I'm gonna say I prefer thick plant milk to churn cow tit milk. Fair enough. Like there's a really good one called I think it's just called plant butter, which I've just straight up replaced normal butter with because it tastes just as good. Like it's just this particular brand, but it is just as good as like actual butter. Like legit, I will just eat toast and butter. No jam, no peanut butter, no nothing like that. Just toast and butter. Good bread, good butter. It's good shit. Like suck mayonnaise out of the jar with a straw. That is the most American thing I've ever heard. What the fuck? Or maybe the most Dutch thing I've ever heard. Maybe both. So anyway, Lucky, how's your day been? Yeah, how you doing, Lucky? How have you been? Health check. By the way, chat. Sit up straight. Look after yourselves. Get some water. Get a drink. Get a snack. Look after yourselves. And you do prefer I prefer ghee. I can never find it. I've never found it. Ever. Ghee would be good shit, and it's like... It's just butter without the milk solids. For those who don't know, ghee is clarified butter, like without the milk solids, so it's like just butter fat. Is a lot in Indian cooking? Oh shit. Okay. Glitchy bats. Kinda cool, I guess. For where I'm going in here. New item added to to-do list. Wait, we've been in here before, haven't we? A camera? Ooh, Timmy drawing. Timmy? You good, buddy? Well, my day was butterfree up until this point, so that got fucking ruined, didn't it? Anywho, I'm going now. Sent you that code, Sam, so whenever you get the chance to look at it. No worries, Squealy. I'll have a look later on. Why is all your family's heads on sticks in this game? I don't know. Just make ghee? I don't know if I could do that without burning the butter. I think my stove is gas, but like the stoves are all too big. It would be damn near impossible. Maybe I can microwave it. I could just look it up, I suppose. Maybe that's the thing I could do. Just build a gazebo. What is it with you and a gazebo tonight? Butter gazebo. Like, if you don't want to hear about butter, stay away from me. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this chat at this point. I'm losing my mind. Worst part is that I'm probably somehow encouraging it. I don't know how to stop. Right. What happens down here? What happened? Bone gazebo. Butterbone gazebo. Butterbone gazebo skeleton. Why do I encourage you guys? Why do I let you get away with this shit? Oh, beer! Excellent. Drink a bunch of booze. Wait, what are these? Oh, these are sodas, not beers. Oops. I just got pissed for no good reason. Butter is the basic white girl of condiments. I wouldn't call it a condiment, but sure. I love it for frying things. Bit flash fry of bacon in butter. Oh, there you go. This is too deep for... Butterbone gazebo, this is too deep now. We're deep in the morning guitar memes at this point. That's ranch? Dude, we don't even have ranch over here. I'd say mayonnaise. Oh, hello. Hello, bats. Barely any flavour, barely any structure, and you forget it once the main course is served. Are we talking about my streams here? What an American thing to say. I've never had ranch, so I can't really say. I've never had ranch either. I imagine it's like mayonnaise, but like a little more sour. Or something. Oh, you're a third world country, no ranch. Wow, that's an opinion. Third world country for not having ranch. Imagine not having tea bags though. Imagine dumping all your tea bags into the ocean. Truly, America is a third world country. I think we're exploring new territory here, dudes. Ooh. Cool rock formation though. Give me stuff. Give me stuff. Give me stuff. No, I'll eat a snack. Why not? Because we've got a free one down here. I collected. Branch is the nectar of the gods, you heathen. I've never had... Okay, I'm going to blow America's mind here, right? Ranch does not exist outside of America. Or Canada. In Europe, we just do not have it. Well, we're not all clinically overweight. Eventually. How are we weird? What the fuck? What do you mean? Not you. Who's weird? No one's calling anyone weird. We're just like having a fight about ranch dressing for some reason. Not you, you're good, yeah. Dummy's fine. Dummy's absolutely fine. If anyone says a bad word against Dummy, I'll slap him, because that's my son. I'll slap him like Will Smith. We are witnessing American exceptionalism in 4K. That is a very intelligent thing to say. The big word. I don't know. Saludos de Chile. Welcome in, Christian Cotini. I'm afraid I don't speak. Is it Chilean or is it Portuguese? I forget what language it is they speak over there. But welcome in. If you can speak English, thank you very much. Christian, do you have ranch in Chile? Oh god. No sé inglés. No hablo español. No. I don't know. Parle no anglais. Parle no français. I don't know. Is the fish? You need to insult Sam. I got you. I don't know. Welcome in, Rezi. Oh, Rezi, I didn't see you sneak in there. How you doing though? Slap was great though. It's a shame it was a slap. It was a shame it wasn't like planned. As far as slaps go though, Poise was a little off center. Look at Charlie. Okay, Most Critical did a whole review about the slap, right? If you don't know, he's a slap expert. Most Critical on Twitch. Penguin Zero on YouTube. Penguin Z0 on YouTube. If you don't know him already. Español? No hablo español. Sorry. No hablo español? I don't know. I'm sorry. You're back and forth? No worries, dude. Du sprichst Deutsch? Ich spreche ein klein bisschen Deutsch. Ein klein bisschen Deutsch. Sehr klein bisschen Twitch. What is this? That's the pit. Okay, we found someone who's gone turning to religion down here. Another move of Americans having a salad because it's healthy, then dumping a fuck ton of ranch on it. That's the only thing I've ever heard of ranch. True. That is the meme. What was that drawing though? Where is it? Timmy drawings. Cave map? That's it. Maybe in here somewhere? That was like some religious text or something, wasn't it? I don't know. What do you mean expert? He's basically Jesus watching slapping contest and it's the fucking greatest. Yep, literally. Yep. That's it. But he did a whole like breakdown on the slap and he said, oh dude, like 15 minutes, he was live while it happened. 15 minutes before, well like 15 minutes before Will Smith won Best Actor, he says, dude, imagine if he won Best Actor now. And then guess what happened? He won Best Actor. It was fucking brilliant. Oh, we're actually in the pit now. Say, true. Do I need to send you some ranch? I want to live. Give it a go though. We never had ranch before, so how can you judge it? It's fucking delicious. Isn't it like super bad for you though? I mean, I guess mayonnaise is pretty bad for you too. Intinato solo algunas palabras. I have no idea what that means, I'm sorry. You ever had ranch on pizza? Now that's American culture. Now that sounds deadly. Wait, they do like a herb mayonnaise at Domino's. Is that the same thing? I wonder if we can get up here from there. Well, I mean, I've come out in the pits, but I don't know where to go from here. Do I drop down further? There's something down there. It's either a canoe or a human, or a fish. It's one of the below, but there's definitely a gun part down there. Real mayonnaise is just eggs, just done by the crappy brands. True. Wait, chat. Pineapple on pizza or nah? I'm gonna abstain from this. The Americans douse everything in D numbers and D numbers? What's a D number? You've heard of E numbers, not D numbers. You shouldn't have cried though. You should have owned it. I don't know. I have my opinions, but I feel like I don't know enough about. Well, I don't know. Violence is wrong. I kind of get why he did it, but like, the means don't justify the end. The end doesn't justify the means. That's the word. But at the same time, I don't think that. Anyway, never mind. Not for me to comment publicly on someone else's marriage. He's nuts. I eat everything? Dude, I want to eat everything. Pizza? Love pizza. Yes, please. Yes, please. More pizza, please. I came from there. I went left. If I go this way now. You can comment on it. It's called an opinion. Yeah, but I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but from what I've seen in public, their marriage is kind of fucked. I don't like the way his wife treats him. Let's put it that way. Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. For those who can't see what's going on there is a mutant and two dudes over there. Right. Maybe I'll go stealth archer on this bitch. I think kill the faster dudes first, right? Shot him in the ass. Shit. Missed. Shit, I missed again. Oh, come on, surely that hit. That flew right past his face. There we go, got a hit. Got a shot. I need to defend myself. Oh, hi. Don't know how I didn't get hit there. Oh, shit. Hi. 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 Hello. Oh, fuck me. Okay. This aim is embarrassing. Shit, you try aiming without a reticule, alright? You try aiming. When will he learn? When will he learn? Oh. Okay. That sounds big. Fuck me. No. Sorry, chat. I see you guys moving. I'm in a life or death situation right now. Stun lock. That. Okay. Kill. Okay, we got him. Oh shit. Hello, big boy. Let's just whip him down. But I see chat moving. Fuck are you? Come on now, just drop dead. Oh, drop dead, please. No. Whatever you're selling. I don't want it. Okay, yeah, just keep glitching in the corner. That's fine. That works. Don't really want to go and melee him, so I'm just gonna keep arrowing. Maybe if I just use the spear. Ow! Oh, shit. I killed it. I killed one. That's a big moment, right? Holy shit. Okay, right. Catch up. Let's have a look. Right. Twitter get mad. True. You can wish we on? I'm not sure what that means, Christian. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll go sneaky assassin. Also, Sam misses every single shot. Dude. I never said I was a good sneaky assassin. Jesus Christ, I just blinked. For the first time in ages. You know when you like don't blink for ages because you're focusing? He's abused by his wife publicly and no one says a word and it's fucked up. I think that slap was him snapping, I think on the right state of mind. He wouldn't have some of that, not condoning what he did, by the way. That's a fair opinion, I think, Rogue. I think from what I've seen publicly, yes, I think what she does is, like, trashy and abusive and shitty. I kind of admire Will Smith. In one way, I admire Will Smith for standing up for his wife. Standing up and, like, trying to love someone despite their flaws. On the other hand, that is abuse, and he should not be putting up with that shit. God, my eyes are watering that shit. Bear with me. So, keeping with Parkinson's Canadian. Listen, right, I hit most of my shots there. Allow me to digress for a second. A friend of mine went to the USA in City, can't remember which one, a few years back, and after a while he was just craving to eat something without any added sugar that he wasn't eating fucking sweet or fake tasting. He couldn't find it anywhere until he found a small shop that sold a bag of apple slices. When he ate that first one, he almost spit it out because it was so sweet. Turned out it was rinsed with sugar water. What the fuck? That's when I decided that my plane crashed above the USA. I'd rather just end it than be forced there. Jesus Christ. Apple slices soaked in sugar water. You guys have no chance. Truthfully, you have to realise we have a tolerance for it. Like, we're just used to it, which is sad, but, you know, America. Woo! Jesus Christ. Skin it? I will. We on means friend in Chilean. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. We call that toxic masculinity, my dude. That is just so fucking sad, yeah. That is what's called toxic masculinity, because, like, you're just putting up with abuse because woman. Do not do that, by the way, chat. If someone's abusing you, it doesn't matter about their gender, just fucking get them out of your lives as soon as possible. Right, well, I just skinned this mutant fella, but not Weon. No way on. We concluded that Lucky despises ranch. Can't say I'd probably be much of a fan of it either. Ooh. I just turned around and found me stabbing him. Debbie. Got him. Kill. Okay. We cleared the room. We cleared the room without dying. I think that's a first on this channel. Let's have some light. There we go. Now you guys can see. Well, now I can see even. Oh. We can't see who any of these people are because we're supposed to be collecting the manifest, right? Abuse is abuse, and that's a fucking crime, chat. True. Just recognize abuse when it's happening to you. If you ever come to America like it, I would probably avoid ranch if I were you, even though it's good. I'd give it a go. I want to try American McDonald's, compare it to British McDonald's, because like I've heard there's a bit of a difference. Buy fresh fruit and wash it in normal water in my household? Why wash it? Just don't douse it in chemicals in the first place. Or if you do, just wash it before you sell it. Oh, hello, fellas. Hi. I'm gonna equip this. Oh, fuck me. You went in fast. Hit you first. Ow. You with me? Ow, 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 ow. Fuck. Dead. Well, we got like a few inches in. Did you actually just say don't wash it? Do you not wash your fruits and vegetables in the UK? Okay, we do, but we don't cut them up before washing them. We definitely don't rinse them in sugar water. Don't eat anything over here. They load everything with attractive shit over here. Okay, so I heard someone from the UK went over to America. They bought a loaf of bread. Right? Simple shit. They got it home. They said it tasted like cake. It was so sweet. Paelita music. It's Chilean. I can't do that without knowing that it's going to be royalty free, so I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate you telling me about it. I'm going to listen to it off stream. I'll make a note of it right now. Paelita music. Chilean. I'll give it a listen to. The only thing I know about, I'll be honest with you, the only thing I know about Chile is Gustavo Fring. Oh, and we're having our issues again, aren't we? Okay. So I'll do is just gonna take a while, chat. It's just not gonna do anything. So we're just hanging around for a bit. Hanging around as you do. I'm not gonna come to America, but if I do, I'll bring my own organic balsamic. Bring your own organic balsamic. That might be the most bougie shit I've ever heard. So it's not bread, it was a cake. Subway's bread is technically considered a cake, fun fact. Oh, what the fuck? Does it not have yeast? Or has it just got that much sugar in it? Can't wait to go to the UK and see the difference in foods. Dude, you come over here, you'll probably find everything bland as fuck. Not gonna lie. Like, we've got flavour, but it's just in different ways. Like, it's in different ways than just salt and sugar and everything. Right. It's odd. I'll take you to a place. If you ever come over here, Rogue, me, Jinna, and you are going to go to... Okay, there's one restaurant I want to take you guys. Bill's, it's called. London tap water is absolute garbage. I can vouch for that. It smells like chlorine. True. Try water up north. Water up north is great. Northern water is fantastic. Sugar content of Subway's bread is 10% of the weight of the flour, and therefore, according to the justices, it cannot be considered bread. What the fuck? In European standard Subway, bread is not considered as bread because of sugar content. What the flying fuck is going on in Subway, dude? Also, I can't do anything right now, chat. My game's frozen. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's just pausing and unpausing seems to work. Sounds like something someone would say when they don't have flavour. Sounds like something someone would say when they only think of flavour as sugar and salt. Would have told Jinna, whenever I find my way over there, I'll be gathering you cunts up. Do it. Do it! By the time you get over there, I might have moved up to where Jinna is. So we might even be in the same area. Might be easy for you. Another day, I'm going to the countryside. I'm from Chile. I'm using the translator. Hey, no worries, Christian. You take care and good luck. Appreciate you swinging by. I appreciate you checking the stream out. Also, we ate in the most bougie... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you spell it either. I'm not even sure if it's actually a word, to be fair. Is this guy just stuffed with tennis balls? So why do we have tennis players in this place? Why are people like on the plane in full tennis gear? See you, sugar and salt are my favorites. I mean, they're great in small quantities, but like if it's all you can taste, then fuck, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sweet, you can play musical chairs. Nice. Canned tuna was dolphin meat at one point. I've heard, actually. I have heard that. And what the fuck? Dolphins are dicks? Dolphins are very intelligent, not necessarily nice. Not necessarily good. Don't they rape something? I'm pretty sure I've seen a dolphin rape a woman at some point. That's gonna get clipped out of context, isn't it? That was on like a was it Daily Dose of Internet or something? I think one of those kind of things. Anyway, the smell of canned tuna makes me puke. Dude, did you not have a childhood? They do indeed rape something. They rape all fish. What websites are you visiting? Just YouTube, dude. Literally, I think it was on like Daily Dose of Internet or something. Every animal in the ocean. Didn't they do something with? No, they get high off sea urchins. That was it. They deliberately get pricked by sea urchins to get high. Like that's kind of terrifying. Dolphins are scarily intelligent. Right, chimpanzees, dolphins, and elephants are like the most intelligent fucks in the universe, besides us. Tuna's fine, just canned tuna smells and tastes like cat food. Oh, I mean, it is cat food, but we can eat it. Tuna sushimi, yum yum, true. If you can afford it. Anyway, what are we doing, chat? You get high off cat piss. Are we talking about Calpis? That drink that happens in, what do you call it? There's that drink, isn't there? Calpis. Isn't that like a Asian drink of some sort? I'm not sure where it's from exactly, but it's called Calpis, and it's like milk or yogurt drink or something? Pigs have more intelligence than most dogs? I believe it. I believe it. I'm not really sure how we're measuring the intelligence of animals. It's called cheesing? I'm not sure I want to know, Rogue. When penguins was discovered, they weren't published at first because they were observed that penguins rape dead penguins, other males, and the ground, and steal babies in exchange for some rocks. Jesus Christ, penguins are kind of nasty. Never trust a penguin. So what you're saying is Pingu... Never mind. Or Penga, that's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ. What about bug spray? Should I be worried about my chat? Are you guys like huffing bug spray when I'm not looking? Is that what's going on here? My dad joke sucks. How was that even a dad joke? Just old. No, just really sick. Okay. They're just getting really sick. Okay, you're just poisoning yourselves. That's alright then. Don't poison yourselves, chat, please. Also, oh god, what's this? What's the clip? What's the clip? What's this clip going to be? And why am I terrified? Haha, that's so funny, Sam. I can't stop laughing at that idea. I'm pretty sure I've seen a dolphin rape a woman. At some point. That's... Why did I laugh at that? That is not something to laugh at. I don't know. I think I was just laughing at the ridiculousness of it. I don't know. Nervous laughter? What? I did sniff some coffee rounds. I called chat's bluff and snort coffee rounds. Please do not snort anything, dude. Snort oxygen if you have to. Snort air. Go outside, there's plenty to snort out there. Good shit. Speaking from experience. I knew someone who snorted milkshake powder once. That was not a good idea. He sneezed pink. Spray paint is fun? Yeah, for graffiti and shit. Like, artistic purposes. Your friend snorted a baby carrot for $20. Is your friend dead? I don't think I've ever seen you genuinely uncomfortable and nervous before, so that's the first. Okay. Why are you like this? Right, fuck you. Fuck you. Genuinely nervous. I feel like I can't. I'm trying to think, like, what can I say without sounding sus now? Like, there's nothing I can say at this point. Fuck it, I'll own it. Paint tastes good, though? Okay. As an extremely pasty person, the only reason I use paint is so that I can. Is as sunscreen. White emulsion. Jesus. Does it work? It's not working in my restream chat, but let's just see if it works on Twitch. It does work! Nice. Better Twitch TV emotes are working. Lovely! Lovely! Oh my god, my voice. Depression and good taste, that's most of it, I think. Just me in a nutshell. Depression and good taste. Right, what am I doing here? I'm some blueberries. I can plant some more shit, can't I? There we go. I have a nice little garden going on. How is Paint? Haven't seen him in a while. Or what? What are you talking about, Attack? You're losing me brain cells at this point. Van Gogh used to drink yellow paint because he hoped it would give him a spark of happiness. Holy shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Van Gogh. Someone go hug him. Someone go hug Van Gogh. My man needs it. Didn't work. He lost an ear and probably died of the consequences. Probably. And that sounds about right. Right. We'll save again because we lived another day. Anyone get your joke? How is Paint? Haven't seen him in a while. No. Probably TOS, so if... Please don't do it, but... What if Van Gogh injects paint into his veins? No, don't do that. For TOS purposes, don't do that, chat. It's a very bad idea. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but you know, this is the internet we're talking about. This is Twitch chat, especially. Read the other chats about paint and then read mine. Paint tastes good though. Paint tastes good. How is paint? I am so like I feel old. I feel like I'm like losing out on Zoomer humor here. Fuck! It's happening. I flipped. I'm officially middle-aged. Right, full on hell. No, okay. Every 5 minutes, I'm subtly reminded that we are surrounded by children. Subtly. Subtly. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Every 5 minutes, my hairline recedes a little more. Every 5 minutes, I grow a new grey hair. Every 5 minutes, I start thinking about investing in stocks. Every 5 minutes, I'm starting to think about how I should be investing into my retirement account. We kill a squirrel. I thought rabbit, but squirrel. Shame. Oh well. Right. Can I make any arrows? Because these are like, I've got 17 of these things, but they're like pre-made things, aren't they? Can I whittle down some sticks or something? I could use sticks instead. I can make arrows with sticks and feathers. Okay. There we go. How many did I get? Like 5? 22. Okay, yeah, we got some arrows. Nice. Cry's an angry old man. Dude, we're of a certain age group at this point. Maybe I should clarify, it was not funny to Zoomers either. Okay, the fact that I needed clarifying. Jesus Christ. 9/10 of this chat will go to I am very random and I am 14, this is very deep. I'm 14 and this is deep. Probably true. My friends found boners in public, don't visit it, you'll be scared. I've heard of that one on JSlack's channel. I'm not visiting it. From what he was describing, I'm not going there. At least I can buy alcohol, child. Yikes. R/bone juice. No. I'm drawing the line at R/bone juice. Bone juice. You live in Europe, that means nothing. True. I mean, kids can literally have a glass of alcohol with dinner. Don't have to carry any more sticks. That's fine. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me sideways. Ow, 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 fuck me. Jesus Christ, they just assassinated me. Well, good thing I just slept, right? Just have the option to buy weed, American? I mean, you can. It's illegal, though. I mean, you can't. You can't buy weed. Oh, well, actually, no, you do. I forgot you guys are legalizing it now. So can I, baby. It's just legally. Just let it go. Oh, dear. Shout out to breaking the law. Although that being 21 before you can buy alcohol thing, that's kind of over the top, I think. 18 is fine. You're going to make mistakes with drinking no matter what time you start drinking. 18-year-olds will find a way to drink, no matter whether or not it's illegal. Trying to prohibit something that people are going to do anyway, just nah. This is how laws change. Still need to send me those dank-ass psychedelics. Lucky, it looks like you're talking to yourself in my restreams. I can't quite tell who you're talking to there, but like, what? Dank-ass psychedelics. Monogatari and its affiliates do not condone taking drugs of any kind. The private TM. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm going to do some stuff, City. No, no worries. No worries, Attack. Where you take care, buddy. Who's clipping me again, dummy? I'm not going to watch that right now because, like, lag. Saw how badly it went last time. Have a good day, Attack. Where you take care, buddy. They don't know what it means? I have no idea what's going on in my chat right now. You guys are talking in code and shouting at me for not knowing it. Who be clipping me? Dummy. Dumothy. If that is your real name. I said I was going to do cave diving. Let's do cave diving. Let's go further into that cave. See, Sammy, that's what I meant. What? Dumpster is his real name? I am very lost. I'm sorry. Am I old? Am I getting Alzheimer's? Jesus Christ. I've never felt so old. When I say Sammy, you mean Psycho. Oh! Right. Okay. Of course, I forget we have the same name. They don't dox you. There we go. Docs right in 4K. Well, in 6,000 kilobits per second. How's the Twitch stream holding up, by the way, chat? Don't know how to respond to this, Simone. I'm gonna start calling you Simone. Do you like that? The Dutch version of the Alvin and the Chipmunk guy. Bro, I can't even talk. I've streamed once this entire week, and I am tired already. What the fuck? How do I adult? Is this why streamers are younger? Or am I just like not sleeping well enough? Probably that. I did have a migraine last night. I woke up with a migraine. That was cool. That was PogChamp. Fuck. Alright, there's definitely someone down there. 17 arrows. Okay, I did just craft arrows, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those. Eight more. There we go. Bunch of arrows. 27. Right, I have my bow out. No one make any jokes. How am I going to aim like this? Not like that, apparently. Okay, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know where I am. Visibility is a real problem in this game. Oh, shit me. Okay, hello. Hold on, chat. We're breaking into the room again. The cave. Yeah, I think they're just sort of like not really sure what to do. I think we hit him. I think I saw a split of blood in there. So shouts to get my axe out instead of your club. Slap them both, slap them both, slap them both around. Chop them both up. Chop them both up. Ow, 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 ow. Get knocked down to 1 health. God, their AI is interesting. You've been chopping his ankles off at least. Ow! Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see how it is. Fuck you too, then. I'm blocking Sammy in your chat as you speak. Psycho, you are silencing free speech. You are silencing free speech right now. I'm tempted to call you... Oh dear. Anyway, never mind. Morningconsult.exe has stopped working. I literally just stopped working for a second there. Don't know how to respond to Simon. I've decided that I'm going to call you Sammy and Sam. Okay, alright. Done. Pronounce it the English way because you clearly can't pronounce the Dutch way. What do you mean, Simon? Confusing otherwise. Just call me Con, that will work. That would work. That's what I call Pinar all the time, so that would get confusing too. True. Everyone's watching you argue. Yeah, literally, you guys are arguing in a public forum right now. Watch Sammy doing the Streisand effect in real life. What, just dying over and over again? I actually don't know what the Streisand effect is. Isn't that like Barbara Streisand? Am I like so uneducated? I really am. I'm just that uneducated about everything. Alright, I've got meds. Let's heal a bit. Try and find some more meds. I'm going to try and set these guys on fire rather than just fighting them up front. Any meds? No meds? Compass? Can't carry any more compasses. I've only got the one. What do I do with it? I literally can't do anything with this thing. Oh, it's just literally used as a compass. Okay. Cool, I guess. Barbara Streisand tried to get rid of a picture on the internet so badly that it caused it to spread everywhere and caused it to never be forgotten. Oh. Right, okay. I mean, just... I don't know. I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Maybe we should call you Barbara instead. How about that? Talking to Psycho there. I'm gonna start calling you Barbara. It's so bad they named the effect after her? Holy shit. Hey, I feel bad for her, but like... Same time... It's a picture. I mean, I don't know what was in the picture. I imagine probably something not safe for work, given that she was trying to hide it. Jesus Christ. Barbara Sammy Streisand wave. Lucky murdered Psychowave live in chat. I'm leaving chat. That's reasonable. That's reasonable, I think. Please don't mod me so someone else can ban you. Not gonna happen. You're stuck here. Is Lucky modded, by the way? I feel like if I'm gonna mod Psycho, I have to mod Lucky. Oh, hi. I'd very much like not to tangle with you, sir. I feel like you're not going to give him the choice, are you? Ick. Ow! Oh, oh, clobbered me. Fuck off. Well, that didn't last too long. What? Read up button here? You can chat Lucky as VIP. Ah, okay, not a mod. What was what gameplay? I blocked and he killed me. What more can I do? What is happening in my Twitch chat right now? Now isn't the time. /mod at Lucky Music _. You know what? This is probably a bad idea, but fuck it. Told you I have no voice in this mod team. Slowly descending. Slowly descending? Dude, we've marinated in madness for a while now. We've been marinating in this shit for a long time. Welcome to the team, Lucky! Sammy is slowly descending into madness. True. The system works. There is no system. I'm unmodding both of you after this, by the way. Alright, I think I'm done with the forest. I don't know what to do going forward from here, so I'm going to play some off-stream. Safe here. I just keep getting whacked at this point. System works. Power. Now we have swords. Time to beat the Ender Dragon. You know, I did say I was going to hop on the server later, so I might hop on the old server of the Minecraft for a bit. Do that for a bit. Oh, that was the wrong scene. Sorry, chat. Tell me, if we both get unmodded, can you at least promise me that you'll ban both of us? The MG server, true. The MG server that you can join by joining Patreon. Just saying. Now, actually, not managed, but it's been set up by someone who actually knows what they're doing with Minecraft servers. I'm not no one's banning you from this chat, Psychowave. I need the viewership. Belly exposed. Anyway, chat. For those who weren't here earlier, I've made a plugin. I've made a thing that does some stuff, and it's pretty fucking cool. You hear that, chat? We're just numbers to him? Absolutely. That's all you guys are to me. Just numbers. Yo, boxes of text. And that's it. Tim will do anything for clout, even not ban Sammy. Literally. For the crumbs of clout that I get from not banning Psycho. Mind you, the drama that it would generate. Clout's looking pretty nice, not gonna lie. Anyway, as I was saying, for those who weren't here earlier, Lucky, looking at you, I made a plugin. It's still work in progress, but it's here. It does the thing. It does slew limiting. It makes everything a triangle wave. It's kind of cool. Being a box of tent sounds like heaven, though. A box of text. Sorry, why did I read that as tent? Bruh. How did I read that as tent? We can agree on that. The drama you'll create, the bridges you'll burn. Composer crew falling apart. What a headline. Oh, no. Now that is drama. That is drama right there. It was a slew limiter. It's kind of like a distortion and a low pass filter built into one. Are we musicking? I'll do a little bit of musicking. How about that? We'll do a little bit of musicking and then we'll do some what do you call it? Do a little musicking and then we'll do some Minecraft. Because I could fix this bug right now. I could fix the bug that's in this plugin. So I know what's going on with it. Hear that weird noise? That weird sort of frequency? So that right there is happening because my code. My code gone. Here we go. That game music. Appreciate you, Psychro. Can't just show it and not let me hear it. Sounds like a specific bit crusher. Okay, yeah, so it is bugged at the moment. That bit crushing sound that you're hearing there is not supposed to be there. And that's what we're just going to try and fix right now. So, what's happening is that in this Slooty progress thing, this is the name of the plugin, by the way, it's called Slooty. Set game death, please do not. Mince Raft. Yeah, literally, Mince Raft is a thing. Was a thing for a while. So in here, this is where we're doing our code. Any non-coders in chat, don't worry, this won't last forever. But basically, what's happening is, we've got a read position and a write position. We've got a delay buffer, which shouldn't be this, because it should be m_num samples. No, m underscore, what was it called here? Oh, that's right, it's just called sample buffer. Sample buffer dot size? Yeah, there we go. Kind of the same thing. So we've got sample buffer dot size. I should just get rid of the audio buffer actually, because we don't need that anymore. I've made my own with blackjack and hookers. Right, so that's just the same thing again. And I'm calling the same function twice, kind of cringe, but m_sample buffer dot size is the same thing. This is why it's broken right now, is because I was in the middle of doing this. Tasty variable names? I know, right? I know. Tasty variables. Change the category, stream elements is done? Right, I'm on it. I am on it! What do I change it to, though? Like, code? Is coding even a thing on Twitch? I feel like it's got to be just chatting, right? Come on now. Oh my god. There we go. Right, I could actually get rid of this last bit here as well. Right, there we go. Coding is, I think, there's a software and development category. Is there? Is there actually? We're in game development. Oh shit! Oh damn, okay. Well, I might start streaming in that now. That's kind of cool. Alright. Stream elements are done. Stream elements, don't know if it has the permissions to do it. I don't know. Anyway, right, so let's get some music going on. So what's the problem here? The problem here is that we are running two different channels. We're running in stereo, basically. We're not running this program in stereo. That's why we got this channel ID. We've got 0 and 1 for left and right. The problem is that we've only got one sample buffer. I need to make sample buffer 1 and sample buffer 2. Some badass gameplay. I know, right? I know. Isn't it cool? So, let me drag all this onto the same page. But I'm not using my monitors that I have specifically for coding. But hey ho, how it works sometimes. So we're not in GUI helper. We want to go into QR processing header. Right. So this right here, this is our sample buffer. We've got a sample buffer of 192,000 samples. We're just continuously reading and writing from that. Let's have a think. So I've got one for the left channel. Or I should say channel 1. H1. So. Or I should say channel 0. And then make another one for channel 1. There we go. Then anytime we look at the sample buffer, I don't think it really matters. Because we can always just look at sample buffer channel 1, because they're always going to be the same thing. Channel 0, I should say. Now, this is where we start doing some coding. Previous sample equals, what we can do here is we want to read from 2 different sample buffers based on which channel we're coding in, we're working in right now, okay? Easy way we can do that. We're going to do what's called a ternary operator. That's what this question mark is here. So we're querying something first. We're going to query channel ID. And we'll have the true if the channel ID is 0, 1. Oh, actually, maybe we should do a switch here because I don't know how many channel IDs we're going to have. No, channel ID equals 0. Oh, sorry. Right, sorry. That's the comparison operator. That is the setting operator. That's the comparison operator. Setting 2 of them there. Troll face on the screen. Bass boosted MLG sounds. God damn, dummy. That is lit as fuck. Can't you just make a function then and make 2 variable go through it and change it to stereo? It's not quite that simple because how we're sort of doing this and how VSTs work in the background. We're running within this function here. Also, this is what I know Squiddy's not here anymore, but this is what over-commenting looks like. Jesus Christ. This is how it works. This is the process block. This is where the DSP happens. This is where the actual processing happens. I tend to ignore this sort of stuff. I don't know what denormals means. I know the total number of input channels is. Got the total number of output channels as well. It hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes too. What it does is, for every channel, it clears the buffer. It just clears the buffer. That's all it does. And then what we do, for int channel 0, so basically for each channel that we have, we've got an auto pointer, which is just going to be a float pointer. That's going to be pointed towards one of our samples. And then what we do is from that, we process an array. We kind of imply that there's an array of floats there. There's an array of floats there. And we use that to basically say, okay, there's an array. This is the size of the array. We don't know for sure that that array is full of like data that it should be, but we can assume that it has been done by this, because Juice, this is the library that we're using to makes all this happen. Juice fills that buffer itself, and it basically you're guaranteed that the buffer will be full of samples that it should be. What is wrong with you? Just write a prototype. I have done nothing in this. None of this is mine. The only line that I've written in here is this one here. And this is that I am outsourcing my thing to a dedicated class, which I call QL processor, quick little processor. And this is where I do all my stuff. I do all my stuff within this thing here. They can do all their setup stuff within here. I'm just going to outsource and keep all my stuff in my own little class. So a class is an object. For those who don't know code. Then again, who wrote this? This is the Juice library. I don't know what else to tell you. It's free and it lets you write VSTs easily. It does all the background stuff, so you can just sort of like do this. You can just focus on building the GUI and the DSP. C# or C++? It's a C++. Outsourcing. Fancy way to say copy paste. Pretty much. I mean, well, not even copy paste. It's just like. So I could do everything that I'm doing in here. All this stuff all this functionality they've got in here, I could just do this within here, but look at how messy it is. Dude, no. I'll say, right, I'll take that out, I'll put it in my own. This is much more readable to me, I think. In fact, I could do this. This looks a little neater to me. Right, so reposition, fine. This is a little error message. I don't really want to worry about this too much. Don't really want to draw too much attention to this because it's not really going to do anything. Right, you get confused sometimes. Imagine not using Python. Right, actually, what was your thing, prototype? Because prototype means... I don't know if we have the concept of a prototype. We have a template. That's also basically when you see a more neatly code that was done by someone else who was more talented than you. I guess. Yeah, that's just... It's called Googling it. Imagine having to cast all your variables. True. Kind of cringe. That's one of the cringe aspects of C++. Is like... I described it earlier. You've got a guy, right? First of all, let's not worry about defining what the guy is. But the guy, you want him to walk, right? In Python, you might just say guy.walk, right? Easy. In C++, let's say guy.extend leg forward, and then inside extend leg, you have to define extend leg forward as like contract muscle A, relax muscle B, and then you have to define contracting and relaxing the muscles, and you have to define like shooting electrons through it. You get the idea. You have to be really detailed with like describing what you're doing, but at the same time, it's so much more efficient because it doesn't know anything. Code just to set it with only text and see what happens and how it happens. You mean like something that doesn't function, something that doesn't process signals but rather just text? I don't know if that would apply in this case. I think it's just as simple just to try and like learn C++ and make it work through this. C++ basically is what is leg? How do I move leg? How big and long is leg? Yep. That'd be it. That'd really be it. Right. Channel ID is 0. So we're in the left channel. We want to read from sample buffer channel 0 dot at. Boy, I could fancy this up a bit better actually. This. So now, this thing right here, this, depending on channel ID, this little thing that we've encompassed in brackets will either be sample buffer channel 0 or sample buffer channel 1, based on which channel we're processing in. And then we just get then we just read the sample at the position mRead position. I say m underscore because we're doing member variables, and this is how I was taught to do C++. Just a text file, not even code, indicates writing an entire book in your comments. I mean, yeah, I would argue just write better variable names. Write good variable names, like delta. Delta means the movement, like the difference between the derived sample and the previous sample. Like, I think that's fairly easy to read. As easy to read as I can make it. And then you can see where we use delta again because we've got this awesome like compiler here. Anyway, right. So, we're reading the correct previous sample because we're reading into 2 different channels now. What we need to do is do this little thing again. Now, we're doing it again, so that makes me think maybe we can just store it in a variable somewhere. Right, let's just do exactly that. We call it. Let's just make a pointer towards standard array of floats of that size. Pointer equal what do we call it? Channel 1. I'm gonna call it delay channel 1. Buffer channel 1. There. No, just a delay buffer. We can just call it a delay buffer because we're going to be going for either of these, aren't we? No, not that. Let's grab this. And this way, we're saying we're going to have a delay buffer. If our channel ID is 0, it's channel 0. If channel ID is 1, we use channel 1. Boom. There we go. Now we can just condense all that down. We can condense all this down into delay buffer because that's a variable. It's a variable pointer. Oh, hang on. That needs to be that there because we're referencing a pointer. Right. As long as you, the programmer, can read it, it's okay. Well, exactly, yeah. Who gives a fuck about efficiency with modern computers? And if you're not working with huge databases, so if you want efficiency, go write in assembly. Yes, but also no. Because efficiency is very much a thing when it comes to audio, because we're implementing multiple versions of this and other plugins, which are going to be way more and more intensive. So I would argue, yes, efficiency does matter. You're talking about a pre-made free code with 10 rows of comments before each line of code. Yeah, fuck that. Like, I just outsource and do it all in here. Let the future me solve that problem. You do that as a freelancer working for a company, they will not ask you back if they can't read your code. Yeah, just like as long as you can read it, but like try and like make it readable just by the code itself. Like, I don't want to have to. Only if you're doing something like this here, I could definitely say, right, this might not be so easy to read. So I can just summarize this as check that read and write positions fall within the buffer size. There you go. And that just sort of summarizes this little block of text here, block of code here. We've got more on the hardware. That's fair. Right, so because we've stored our delay buffer up here, we can just do, instead of this, delay buffer, and dereference the pointer at right position wet sample, and then do the same thing here. Delay buffer arrow size. Boom. Anyway, I'm not here to like debate the pros and cons of like different languages. We're just sort of accepting that this is the language that we're working in, because this is, as far as I know, the only language that I know how to process, know how to work in, and also the one that I'm using. Simple as that. It's just this underscore. Do I even need this function? Find all references. Do I even need this function anymore? I think this is an old function that I haven't used. No, I don't use it anymore. Let's just get rid. Unnecessary. Flutter. So. Right, let's try building, see what happens. Still learning, it wouldn't hurt. As they say, jack of all trades, master of none is better than master of one. I would agree, I think. Wait, what's up here? Oh, okay, I've forgotten to do this. Okay. Delay buffer we don't need anymore. Sample buffer doesn't exist anymore. Delay buffer doesn't exist anymore, so we don't need that. This is why incrementally building and then solving issues is a thing. Panels. I mean, I could do this in a fancy way of like trying to work out how many channels I've got and like putting that into the constructor. So this is a constructor. This is like a function that's called when you build the QL processor object. I could pass this like, okay, we've got two different channels, but honestly, I'm just going to do this. Underscore sample buffer channel 0 dot. It's the clear function. Empty? No, that's just a question. So empty returns true if it's empty, and false if it's got stuff in it, I guess. Now fill. Let's fill it with zeros. Right? Yeah, that should work. Do that with both of the channel buffers. Do that with both the channel buffers and fill them with zeros. That way they're initialized. Let's just initialize them as well. M underscore channel. Oh god. Channel buffer. M underscore sample buffer. Sorry. This is probably unnecessary, but like I feel like it's just safer. That way I can just come back and rewrite it later if I need to. Right. So, initialized. Let's build. No errors. No errors we're hoping for. Fuck. Okay. So this down here means I've got build errors. What's up with this? Buffer pointer cannot be used before it's initialized. So I was using it. Find references lied to me. Okay, well I'm kind of doing the same thing as I was doing elsewhere here. They buffer size. I don't think I need this anymore because I'm doing that all in the thing implicitly in the class implicitly. So I don't think I need to do any of this anymore. This is the prepare to play function. This is something that happens every time the plugins change a little bit. It'll prepare to play, and you can do whatever you need to do in here. You can like send out your function, send out your values or something like that. You can do some stuff in here, just like basically reinitialize stuff. Okay, less errors each time. That's good. We're fixing shit. What's this? Delay buffer size. We need a YouTube video. Need to Google. We needed to Google. Right, what I might do is just assert. Wait, can we not assert? Oh, I don't have the I do have the juice library in this. Why no juice assert? Oh well. Right, tell you what we'll do. If m underscore this dot size does not equal m underscore sample buffer channel 1 dots. Oh good, size. Basically, if the two sample buffers are not the same size, then we'll just throw nothing. Why not? Because that's just we're beyond fucked at that point. At this point, we can just say sample buffer channel 1, channel 0 dot get size. Size. There we go. That's our delay buffer size. There we go. Build again. See what happens. I'm gonna say you absolutely lost it. Sorry, Lucky. Well, basically, we're just sort of doing boilerplate at this point. When I say boilerplate, we're doing stuff that's like is necessary but isn't like the fun stuff. Like anything except what happens in this function here, I would call boilerplate code. Like, let me show you what nightmare code looks like. By the way, chat. Let me show you what nightmare code looks like. I mean, these functions here don't look too bad. They're fine. There's huge parameters going in for these things. But the real pain comes in plugin editor. This is it here. Look at this shit. This is something I'm very much not proud of, and I have very much notated that with nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Please refactor me, dear God, because look at this. This is what we call a mess. Will you do coding tutorials on how to make plugins? If the plugins that I'm making start picking up, yes. I would love to do that. There's someone else I'm going to recommend in the meantime. Someone who doesn't do tutorials on how to do the plugins. I'll tell you what, if you like that sort of stuff, look for the Audio Programmer. The channel is called like so. You can click this if you want. The Audio Programmer. If anyone's interested in learning this sort of stuff. I would also look at Windows. So you'll learn how to do the sort of the programming aspect of things with the Audio Programmer. You won't learn stuff, but what you can do with Air Windows is the channel is the developer going over his plugins and explaining his sort of thought process behind like the creation of them. But what you can do is you can tune into his live streams where he's making these plugins live on stream, and all the plugins are free and open source, so you can go in and look at the source code that he's using to make them. He doesn't use the Juice library, so the way he makes them is a little bit different. But I'm not aware of like how to get his stuff working yet, because I like the way his stuff works, but he doesn't make any kind of a GUI. No kind of user interface other than just raw sliders, raw DAW sliders. Doesn't it help that you have no idea what all these functions do? Okay, if I'm not explaining them, don't worry about it. Basically, it's just like, if I'm not explaining what everything does, you basically don't need to know what it does. What I'm really trying to do here is this. What the two functions that I'm really concerned with here are cure processor process, because that's what we call from our processor thing. Probably rename this a bit better. That's what we call here. This is saying do stuff to our input, and then this is where we do our stuff to our input. But how I'm trying to sort of structure this, smile and wave. I tried to set up these variables here. The reason I do that outside of this for loop is that I don't want to be allocating memory to these variables through every iteration of this for loop, because allocating and deallocating and reallocating and deallocating again 44,100 times a second is going to start really eating into CPU. Better to do it a couple of hundred times a second instead, because this is called, I'm not sure, a variable number of times per second, but a lot less than it would have been called in here. That would be bad indeed. So Psycho. You got this, Psycho? So we just declare these here. We could do them as member variables. That might be better, to be honest. But I've seen this is the way Chris from Air Windows does this, and so if he can do it this, if he does it this way, I'm okay doing it this way as well. And for now, it works. If it becomes a problem later on, I'll go back and fix it. But anyway, for now. So we do some setup. We assign values to these variables. Our dry sample is literally just our input. Just the sound that we input is now stored in this number here, dry sample. Our wet sample we just set to 0. Our output sample we set to 0 as well. Don't worry about those for now. Well, in fact, I do worry about wet sample, because wet sample, I don't know why we're setting it to 0, but I think if we don't assign it to 0 straight away, I think you can get some funky stuff when you try and set it to something else. Lemmy thought she was getting music, but instead she got C++. Oh yeah. So this is where we do all of our DSP. This is where we do the fun stuff, right? Inside of this function here, this is where I'm doing fun stuff. We'll go into that in a second. We've got output sample here. This is what we'll end up outputting. This is what we end up changing our input sample to, because that then gets thrown back into the processor and then thrown out the other end. So this is where we store the final product. What we do is we get the wet sample, we throw that along with the dry sample through our blend function. And this is where you saw... This is literally what this thing here does. This blend control and this blend mode control controls everything that goes on within this blend function. Lucky I don't know how to probably express how much the name Sammy disgusts you. Try, put your feelings into words. Failed. Try it again. Failed better. Do you know what? That's weirdly encouraging, Lucky. I like the way you say that. So the blend function we're not going to worry about for now, but basically it blends the dry and the wet samples together to create our output sample. And then I do something called dither, which I'm going to explain in a video coming up soon, hopefully, in which I'll relate dither to Minecraft. So there you go. Enjoy that. Like how I understand math can be true even if it's proven, and how math contradicts itself than this. Samuel Beckett quote? I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, I'm leaving way too much white space here. This is bad coding practice. So, what we're interested in here is the SLUTI process. The SLUTI process. Which we define down here. Again, I don't know really why I've done this if statement here. I kind of want to put this here so that we're not doing all this processing if our sample is quiet. Oh, basically, here, I commented it here. If our input is above 1 bit of data, the noise floor. So if our sample is audible, basically, we'll do this processing. For now, I've just said if true, so I can do some debugging. But I do have this condition that I can uncomment any point. And it'll look like that. Oh, and this is actually outdated now, isn't it? If the absolute data of the dry sample is above this tiny number here, we'll do processing. Otherwise, we just skip over it completely. We don't do all this here, and that saves us a lot of processing power. But for now, I'm just going to comment it out. We'll just say if true, always do it. Sammy Beckett quote. God, do you hear yourself? I'm sorry. The template you do when you're coding? Dude, coding is fun. Like, I know I'm a huge nerd, but like, Jesus Christ, it's fun. Right. So, from that, we've got our thresholds. This is just setting up our parameters. I don't know why the coloring's all off on this one. There we go. It's all fixed now. We're just storing our data in these variables. Threshold, bias, and delay. That's just the same. That's just these controls. You see, this is threshold. This is delay. This is bias. I mean, just doesn't make a difference. Let's do this. Threshold, delay, bias. It makes more sense with like how the thing's going. How's your day going, morning? It's going good so far. I've had a good day like programming shit. It's been fun. How's your day, Psychro? What have you been up to? Okay, so then we do some reposition. This is how we get the data. This is telling us how to describe this. This is like saying where do we look for the previous sample that is defined by this delay function here. So I'm not going to worry about that. Basically, we're comparing the difference in this function here of the dry sample, like literally the value itself of the dry sample with the value of the last sample defined by this function here. Previous sample equals delay buffer at reposition, which is the right position minus the delay, so it's back like a few samples. Why is your delay an integer and not a float? Because we're talking literally sample by sample delay here. So doing a floating point number of samples is pointless, because we're basically all this reposition is we're literally indexing from a what do you call it, a collection, and this reposition is just like at which point we read from that collection, if that makes any sense, Lucky. So we're literally yeah, and we're doing sample by sample, so literally the resolution of that is like 144.1 thousandth of a second. So making it floating point wouldn't really make any difference. Nor, in fact, it would be incorrect. I feel like Sammy's being a bit passive-aggressive towards me. Finally finished your editing, so I'm doing so well. Thank you much for asking. You're such a good friend. You good there, Psycho? You good there, Psycho? Someone go get Psycho headpats. So yeah, anyway. Then we do our slew limiting. Now, slew limiting, that is what is at the core of Slooty. This is what it's all about. This is where the juicy stuff is, chat. We take our delta, and then we see if our delta, which is like as we said, the difference between the dry sample and the previous sample, we see if that is above our threshold control, plus the bias. We'll ignore the bias for now. If it is above the threshold, it's going too fast. We've got to slow that shit down. So what we do is, we say the wet sample, which is what we're outputting here, is actually just going to be the previous sample plus the threshold. So literally, just the previous sample and the maximum amount it can move. That's it. And then this is just doing the same thing in the opposite direction, because if you know how music works, it's a constantly varying value between 1 and -1. So if the negative delta is above the threshold plus bias, we do the same thing in reverse. So the idea being that basically the output sample can only move up and down so fast, or forwards and backwards. You're doing so well. Why? Why would I not be? We don't have pats in this chat. No. Oh no! Maybe I should implement head pats. You should talk to Aira about that. She knows how to do this sort of shit. Okay, Psycho, you are on it. Goddamn. Psycho, I'm keeping you as a mod. Like that is amazing. You can be our Stream Elements genius. How about that? You're tired and drifting in and out, so I'm only getting half the information here. Oh, Lucky, don't worry about it. This is just it. Lucky. What are you doing? She learned that from Panda? I just copied and pasted it from you. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough then. But that's literally it, chat. That's literally it. That's all the processing we're doing. And then all we do is we store the new sample, the wet sample, in our delay buffer at the right position. And then we increment the right position for the next time we do it. And then we make sure the right position is not above the delay buffer size. If it is, we wrap it back around to 0. That's all we're doing. It's fairly simple. I know it's not really, but like it's kind of simple. Way better now. Oh no. Pat. Let me try this. Dummy twat weave, gently pat, dummy twat weave gently on the head. There, don't be a pussy now. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, dummy. We try to be wholesome. First of all, you learn it from someone named Jump for Joy. Ah, okay, fair enough. Right. I don't see a reason why this wouldn't work now. So I think we fixed the bug that we had. I've also got sidetracked explaining what it does. I think we're building. It works. I'm going to shut down Reaper. I'm going to copy across my VST into my VST folder, replace file, bonk, this, and then we open Reaper. And then we test it. And yes, I could debug it within the I could debug it within Visual Studio, but it does no. Can't pass audio in that easily. So within Reaper, this is what we just fixed. Fuck! Okay. So it's doing a thing. It's still doing something. I don't know what that frequency means. That frequency that we're hearing, that... That really annoying frequency there. That really annoying sort of glitchy frequency is happening because we're not doing something right within the for loop, I believe. Because that frequency that you're hearing, that's how many times the for loop is running per second. Like 480 times per second, because that's how big our buffer is, I think. Anyway. You're fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Lucky. Please. I thought... Damn it. You're supposed to be the mature one here. Not gonna lie, you need more caffeine to fix that bug? Right. Let's think though. What's gone wrong here? So every time we get a channel, so for each channel, we're writing to a point. Ah! I'm seeing it now. We've only got one write position and one read position, and that's shared between both delay buffers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do two of those. Excuse me. And then we do 0. Copy paste, bonk, and this is going to be 1. Boom. So now we have a reposition and write position for each of our sample buffers. It's a very raw way of doing it. It's probably not the juice way of doing things, but fuck it. It's probably faster than the juice way of doing things anyway. Through that, let's get some heavy wind through your nostrils. Nice. Right. Okay, so let's figure this out right now. We need an int. Yeah. Int ref. Let's do an int ref. Int ref. An int reference is going to be read pointer? A read position. Excuse me. So there's probably better ways of doing exactly everything that I'm doing, but I simply don't care. When I'm learning and I'm having fun. And that's what matters at the end of the day, chat. Right. Int reposition equals. Now, here we're going to do the same thing as we did here. We're going to pick which reposition we use based on our channel ID. Let's go channel ID equals 0 question mark. Then we pick m underscore read position 0 or m underscore read position 1 based on the output of that. And because it's a ref, this isn't actually an integer here. This is what's called a reference. This is pointing towards, it's just literally pointing towards something, which is going to be the actual value which we store in the class itself. So it's kind of like a, hey, look at this point. There's some cool information there. And This is just saying which one of these that we point towards. This is where C++ can get a bit kind of cool, kind of funky, kind of fresh. But don't get me started on pointers, because they're basically the same thing, but arse. Underscore right position 0 or underscore right position 1. Booyah! And there we go. That's our read and write positions fixed, and then all we need to do now is go through and say every time we see underscore reposition, we just fix it with a reposition, because that's a reference to like this, like this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Probably not the best way I could do this. Lucky, what the fuck are you doing to my stream elements? I'm unmodding you. Nice. Right. Have a look. Sure, they've got at least some headroom through your nostrils. Don't fight yourself. If you could program both right and left, can you program a surround sound? Absolutely, dummy. It's just a case of doing more of this. Like, you see, we've got 2 of each thing here. There's groups of 2 things here. Surround would just be 5. We just do 5 channels instead of 2. That's what surround sound is. Because you've got the center, left and right, back left and back right, and technically the sub bass as well if you want to do that. So technically it's 6. But yes, absolutely. Are you coding music? Pinar, welcome in. How you doing? Get ready for Reki. Why would you do this? You just do the FitnessGram pacer test. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Hi Pinar. So what we're doing is we're not programming music. We're programming a VST plugin. As this thing here. I'm programming this in live in real time right now. And it basically what it does is it takes in sound as an input and outputs sound that's slightly different in a way that's kind of cool. Right. Let's just do all of our repositions. Only ever needs to be position. We don't need m underscore reposition anymore because we're only interested in the reference that we've made here. Bonk. So all the right positions now become this. There we go. Think. That's time, by the way. Did we get the unmod speedrun, Reki? Gonna go for a smoke because nerds. Fair enough. Go for it. Go. We're in big nerd territory right here. Big sweaty nerd territory. Right position is non-static data. Okay, right. Alright, we got an error. What the fuck does this mean? Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay. We can just initialize right position 0. 0. That's an integer. We can initialize that to 0. Do that again. Let's initialize. Let's be good and initialize all of our variables. Oh, hang on. All of our variables are initialized to 0. That's good. Wait. Reposition is uninitialized. What? There is no reposition. Got reposition 0 or 1. I think that's just Visual Assist not catching up properly. Right. Is this bullying? Because it feels like bullying if it's not bullying. I don't think calling people nerds is bullying anymore. I think nerds are cool these days. I'll fully admit that I'm a nerd. Can you please mod me again so I can write more weird and wacky commands, please? I feel like Sammy is getting preferential treatment here. Wait. Oh shit! Psycho did. Sorry, Sammy did that. My bad. / unmod Psychowave. Sammy Wave. There we go. Sorry about that, Lucky. But you do not stand for that. No, fair enough. That's fair. That's on me. / mod Lucky Music _ That's on me. That's my bad. Your account was hacked. Bullshit. Can you please mod Lucky so he can ban me? Done. Vindication at last. Wait, did you get modded again? It said it didn't go through to Twitch chat. Hold on. Keep them unmodded and mod me to piss them off extra. What? There we go. That's gone through the Twitch chat now. Okay, I'm playing with my mods here at this point. There you go. Enjoy your mod chip again, sir. Right. Back to what we were doing. So, we just fixed it, right? It built. That's fine. So, close Reaper. Copy it across. Replace the file. And let's debug in Reaper again. Pan me lucky. Yeet. Jesus Christ, chat. Right. It works! It fucking works! It fucking works, chat! We've done it! Right. Listen to this. Listen to this. It's kind of like a really crappy, really distorted filter. It's really fucking cool. We can change the sample which we're changing with. Okay, so here's my thoughts on the delay slider right now. It's cool up until about 10. It's like... Up until about 30. Up until about 30, I'd say that's usable. But beyond that, it kind of just becomes like an annoying little resonance. Iron, how you doing? Okay, who fucking dared ban my wife here? Okay, okay, right. My mods are going nuts. Iron, fix everything, please. Help. Maybe limit it to 30. I think I probably will. I'll probably rescale it within my processing. Because beyond 30, it just becomes like this annoying little resonance. Oh my god. She was literally asking for it. I mean, Psycho, you're not helping your case right now. None of you all know how to delete it. I'll find out. I will find out after stream. I can ban you in the meantime, Psycho. But anyway, so the delay function works as intended. It's just a little... I think I just need to limit it to 30 because that's where it's useful. Slew limit works fine. Slew limit is slew limiting like a champ. Let's check the bias control. Doing something. Okay, let's actually do some scientific testing on this. Annoying sound coming in, chat. Bear with. Let's turn it down to... Take it down an octave. There we go. Yeah. There we go. You guys can still hear me, right? There we go. Huge brain. Right. Let's analyze what's going on here. Absolutely nothing. That's what. Reset this. There we go. You see what it does? It turns our sine wave into a triangle wave. Look at that shit! It's a triangularizer. That's a fucking goal. Just adds in some extra errors. It's sample 2. Oh, we get some inversions going on. Okay. Bias should... limits. It does something. I'm not sure it's exactly what it's supposed to do, but like it just cuts out after a certain point. does something. I'm not sure that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Right, let me cut that off. That's really annoying. Sorry about that. You can hear me? Good. Command add Sammy. Sammy is a gender-neutral baby name of Hebrew origin. God has her. Same name is often associated with British names Samuel and Samantha, and is a common nickname all throughout Western culture. That is not unwarranted unmod because of the truth. Psycho, I had a card from my godparents that said exactly that. So I mean, it is the truth. Gotta please the murderous owl. Shout if you need me to do something. No worries, Aaron. You're all good. I'm sorry for shouting to get your attention earlier, or whoever did that. Happy lurking, Aaron. Take care. But the slow limit works. I think like using delay and bias in like same time is where this really comes in. But here's the thing, right? I know the blending controller is broken right now. This is actually, we're on sub mode here, so we're in subtract mode. So we're actually just going to get the difference between the two. We do this. You can see when it's fully left, we're not doing it. Fully right, we're not doing anything. Fully left, we're just getting the original. But if I gradually bring things in, this is what we're removing from the original when we're fully dry. It's like we're losing a little bit of the high-end detail. I think this is what's really cool about the blend control. You can't debate the truth, send them my love. Clearly you haven't watched American news. I mean, fair. Fair point. I've seen a little bit of CNN here and there, but that's it. But this is what's really cool about the blend control. I think the blend control is going to be one of the sort of the main calling cards of this entire like series of plugins. Because there are different ways that you can blend your sound back in. That's just a normal blend control. We've got a little bit of the dry signal back in, even with the original. And yes, these two are the wrong way around right now for some reason. Then we've just got the difference that we're making. And then all these different modes are going to do something even cooler. Like, I am so stoked for this plugin. I do the blend control. I'm ready to invest in this shit now. Right. This is like the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce, and I will show this once and only once. This is the blend control. This is where blend happens. We've got the dry sample and the wet sample. So like, what we haven't processed, what we just get in on the input, and then we got what comes in on the output, or what we've affected, basically. And we're trying to get somewhere in between the two via the blend control. And currently blend mode is going to sum to 0. Anyway, basically if blend control is, oh, this might be where things are fucking up. No, this just clamps blend control between -1 and 1. So anyway, I'm tired, it's late, been fun. Head off to bed? No worries. You take care, Lucky. No worries. You take care, buddy. I just said the same thing twice. I'm like a parrot on repeat. Charm Woods. Welcome in, honey. How you doing? Charm is Grace, by the way. Charm is my girlfriend. Right, so blend control works like this. Result is just 0 to start with. Then we add to the result the dry sample multiplied by 1 minus the blend control. So basically when it's fully left, we've got all the dry sample in there. When it's fully right, we've got none of the dry sample in there. In this mode in particular. Just focus on this highlighted text for now. When the blend control is fully left, we have none of the wet sample. But when it's fully right, we have all of the wet sample. So we're literally just changing the volume of the two. Based off of this blend control here. Which it says equals 1 to start with, but that's like, if it's not what this means in C++ is, if we're not receiving anything else, set this to 1. Assume that this will be 1 unless we are told otherwise. It's like a default. Bye, Lucky. Take care, buddy. Bye, Sam, Sammy, Dummy, and Irond in the background. No worries. So that's what should be happening when we're in sum mode. When we're in sub mode, you'll see it's exactly the same thing, except we've got this minus here instead of the plus. And what that does is it just leaves us with particularly when blend control is 0.5. When it's fully to the right, when it's fully 1.0, we get an inverted version of the wet sample, which to our ears sounds exactly the same. However, the caveat comes with when we subtract that inverted version from the original version, we are left with the difference. So when we're using that with a distortion, we are just getting those little extra harmonics that we're adding. Just those, none of the original signal. So it's only the stuff that we're adding into this. This is what's so fucking cool. This is part of what inspired this. Was one of Air Windows' plugins. It had like a slider that went from dry to fully wet, but also dry to inverted. So if you got like halfway between that dry and inverted, you could get exactly what we're doing here with eBlend sub. And I thought, why stop there? Why have just 2 blend modes? Let's have a multiply blend mode as well. So there's some fudgy maths with it. You can see here, if you really want to like have a look at it, screenshot it and write it down. This is what happens. But basically what we're doing is we're multiplying the dry and the wet sample together while still doing the same blending that we were doing here. And we're just doing some offsets to make sure that we're not like doing wacky shit. But what happens here is we get like a different blend when the sample is positive than we do when the sample is negative. And there's reasons why you would want that. Because when you get asymmetric waveforms, asymmetric processing, you end up with second, fourth, even harmonics, basically. You end up with even harmonics, which warms up the sound no end. You get really warm distortions that way, which is why I kind of want to introduce it into this one especially. Will you add a custom mode? Dude, these are all custom modes. I've come up with these, a lot of these myself. This function here, I wrote this. All this code here is mine. All this here, this is something that I've written. And I've gone and I've done the maths and I've done the development to work these out. So I'm not going to go ahead and say that these are like trademarks or anything, but like this is what will sort of define the QL series, I think. The QL series of plugins. So overlay, like I said, the result plus equals the wet sample minus the dry sample, so just the difference. And the result is going to be multiplied by the blend control, and then we gradually add back in the dry sample. So we're just like overlaying our we're basically just overlaying our the differences that we're making with the plugin. We're just sort of overlaying them on top of the dry signal. Now in principle that sounds like the same thing, but I think the way I've done the maths here is that you end up with more of the differences. You end up being able to sort of like blend in the difference with the dry gradually, up to the point where it's more than you would get with just like sum, for example. QL equals Quick Little. It's sort of like the series name for these plugins, Quick Little plugins. Which turns out they're not, but you know, I like the idea. Quick Little plugins. So like this is going to be called Quick Little Slooty. I'll just write that out for you. QL Slooty. There you go. Cute. I know, right? Sight. God, you're alright. You're alright, Psycho. Calm down. Calm. Breathe. How'd you sleep, dummy? How'd you sleep, Gracie? How'd you do the maths for this? I did it in Reactor and just a lot of experimentation in Desmos as well. Like this here, Desmos is what I use to sort of like plan out these functions. This is like this is just clipping at the moment. This is just what's called a clipping algorithm, but I'm trying to make like a soft clip algorithm. So like it follows this up to a certain threshold and then it fades into this. We get like a softer version of this, but this stuff here is unaffected. You're way too invested in this now? It's cool as fuck. Right. Fold back. Yeah, literally, this is what trigonometry is all about. This is what trigonometry can be used for. You guess you're a dummy too? You're my dummy. Anyway. I feel like I'm getting slapped or hugged, I don't know. So, this is foldback. And foldback looks fairly simple. Result equals dry sample. So we're always going to have dry sample in there no matter what. what we then add in is blend control multiplied by -2 of the wet sample. -2 multiplied by the wet sample. So take our wet sample, invert it, and multiply it by 2. So it's just like, it's like a bigger upside down version of our wet sample, literally. And then what we do is we blend that in on top of our dry sample. What that ends up with is you end up subtracting, but at the same time going further beyond and ending up with like an inverted, just a full inverted wet version of the wet sample. Please don't use my name for flirting. Question, Ms. Qatar. How do you do the threshold function? So the threshold, it sounds way more difficult than it is. It's very much more simple than it is. Threshold here, we're just looking at our parameters, and it is slew limit. I should have renamed it. I should really not call it threshold. I should call it like slew limit or something. So that's on me. That is a inconsistent naming convention. So all that is literally just the value of this slider here. And you can see how that works around here. Well, actually, there is some extra processing going on in the background, but it's literally a value between 0 and 1. But yeah, so it's literally just that control. Threshold is just that control, and we just take that value and use it here, 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 and here. That's all threshold does. Now, I've got 2 more modes I want to talk about real quick, because I'm really fucking proud of these. I was wondering how... We've got 1,000 messages in today with Restream chat? God damn. It's just how it calculates 0 to 1. Oh, it's just... Well, I mean, there is something I can show you. Down here. So, slew limit slider here. It's just... Right. PowF is a standard function in C++. It just means this to the power of this. So new value is just like the value of the slider that I've just changed it to the power of 8, and that's the value that gets sent through to here and becomes threshold eventually. The threshold is just anywhere between 0 and 1 to the power of 8. But that also means that value will always still be between 0 and 1. It's just gonna, like, instead of being a straight curve like how do I do this? It'll be like that. So it's like, and that there's some reasons behind that. It's just more to do with like the logarithmic nature of like what we're trying to do. It's complicated. Anyway, it's maths. Anyway, I'm nerding on. I want to talk about my new blend modes. So we've got white noise and pink noise dissolve. I got inspired by this. I got inspired for this by Photoshop, GIMP, image editing platforms, because what I was doing, I was trying to go through the layer blend modes on there and think, right, what's the math behind that? How can I transfer this over to audio? And they have this dissolve algorithm, right? Which is like their way of blending between 2 images. So you've got layer 1 and layer 2, and it'll gradually fade out layer 1 on the top layer. But it'll do so in a really noisy way, so you get sort of like speckles of it here and there. It won't just smoothly fade down. It'll have this like really gritty, grainy dissolve between the 2. So I thought, why not do that with audio? Why not do that with my blend control and audio? So I just generate some white noise. That's all this function does. It just generates white noise, literally just a random value. And what we do is we then add that to the blend control. We do some maths to sort of fudge it into a range that works. But basically, what it results in is when the blend control is fully left, it stays solidly fully left. Same as when it's fully right. It's always solidly fully right when the control is fully right. However, as we do this, as we rotate it around anywhere in between, we'll get like a noisy interpolation between our wet and dry signals. Now, ultimately, this does just sort of result in adding a bit of noise to the signal. So the white noise algorithm doesn't sound great. It's not currently working at the moment. I can't work out why blend mode isn't functioning as intended. Let's just check, actually. Yeah, so you see, for some reason we're just defaulting to the sum mode. But yeah, anyway. So what you end up with is like we're noisily we're getting random values, especially here. When we're at 0.5, the blend control could be anywhere between 0 and 1. It'll be random sample by sample. So that's sort of like randomly being modulated by noise. As we do this, it's gradually being weighted more and more towards fully dry. More and more towards fully dry, and now completely dry. No noise whatsoever in this. And then further and further this way, we're adding more and more noisy amounts of the wet signal, more and more and more and more and more, until we get fully smoothly wet, no noise at all. So that's white dissolve. Pink dissolve is the same thing, except instead of using white noise, we're using pink noise, which is a bit less high frequency content and more sort of like, it sounds more neutral. It's less hissy, more bassy, and a little bit less intrusive, I think, a little warmer sounding. Will you add a slider for how the function only affects the right or left outputs? You mean like stereo functionality? I could do that, but that's not really a thing that happens in most plugins. And I don't think I really want to do that. Is that where you'd end up if I'm slew limit, so for instance, if I'm making a distortion plugin, for example, I'd end up distorting just one ear and not the other ear. And things it sound like it getting really loud in this ear without really getting any louder in this ear. And kinda, it's just not a thing I've ever seen in any plugins before. There's no reason not to do it other than like making it easier to use. You could just do it with regular Reaper or another plugin. Yeah, you could separate out the audio channels into 2 separate tracks on Reaper, or for example, and have separate instances of the plugin. Yeah, that would be one way of doing that. There's ways around doing that if that's what you want to do, but it's more of a niche case to think about that I don't really want to go through the whole rigmarole of adding another slider in for left and right. What I will be doing, which I haven't done yet, is adding mid-side processing. Now, mid-side processing, God. I don't want to get into this tonight because I think we can talk about this another night. But basically, it's a way of, rather than processing left and right separately, we're processing everything that's similar between the left and right, everything that's different between the left and right separately, as channel 1 and channel 2. More applicable in surround sound outputs. I guess, yeah. Yeah, but we're not really sort of building this for surround sound right now, at least. If there's enough feedback on the Patreon for it, by the way, exclamation mark Patreon, just real quick plug that. You'll be able to get all these plugins on Patreon when they're up. You can also support me, and it helps me out. It helps me do what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry, right. If we get enough votes on the Patreon, that's one of the member tiers benefits, by the way, is you'll get priority voting on like what features I add to these plugins. Midside is one that I'm definitely going to do before I finish it. But if we wanted surround sound processing, if enough people want it, I could implement it for sure. Did you already link that in the link tree? Did I do that in the link tree yet? I don't think I did yet. Probably do that. Let's have a look. Appreciate that. Oh, I did not. Oh, I should definitely put that in there. I've also got the SoundCloud, which I should probably start uploading music to. Anyway, those are all the blend modes at the moment. There might be more. There might well be more. There's still a bunch of other Photoshop algorithms that I haven't ripped off yet. But yeah, dude, this is like so fucking cool. Compatible with other plugins? Yeah, absolutely. You could stack other plugins right after it. It's just like it's one instance of something that you can add other things after, before and after. Like for instance, let's look at. You know what? I might as well give credit to where it's due. This is Slew by Airwindows. This is where I got the inspiration for the code from. And look, you can see it's just. There's mine. There's the Airwindows plugin. They both work in the same channel. The idea is that these function sort of semi-independently, but I can have multiple instances of Sluty. Now, I think there is a bug at the moment where changing one instance might change all of the instances, but I need to do some testing on that because I've not really accounted for that use case scenario yet. But yeah, This is Slew. This is what I mean by there's no UI. It's just the raw sliders that come with Reaper. Will the UI be that big, or is it still in the prototype stage? The UI is completely work in progress. The UI is just there as sort of like a let's get the DSP, let's get the background shit working first. And it's in the process of tonight. We've kind of got it working. Apart from the blend control needs a bit more work, but yeah, I could absolutely just cut it down to a bit of this, I think, and then get some like branding or something along here. Some nice backgrounds, make it look a bit nicer. But I like the idea of having these 3 controls and the blend control. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Stuff a background to it and it's good for now. I kind of want to make the knobs look a bit different. I need to put some thought into that because I haven't really thought about like how it's going to look just yet. I've kind of just sort of tried to get the idea of making it work done for now. But yeah, the good news is, now that I've done this, the heavy lifting is all done. The back boilerplate stuff that I don't need to sort of redo every single time, I can just copy and paste into a new project and just focus on our one little processing function. So what I'll do is I'll keep, in every plugin I'll keep the Sluicy process, but we'll just not use it in most plugins. All I can do is I just need to change this one line of code and add another function like this, and then boom, that's it. We've got our process. We've got a new plugin entirely. Bone knobs. Branding wise, I love it. But in terms of like looking at like the current trends of like how plugins look these days that are being made, it tends to be very simplistic. Kind of like this, but like not as round. I don't know. It'll probably be quite similar to this, but like, so just like a few basic colors and just very simple, clean UI designs, things like that. Maybe like Morning Guitar written down here, or cute, quick little series or something like that. Just add a bone Easter egg. Like a little tick box down here that goes bone mode, and then all the blue thing turns into a bone. How about that? Bone mode, Skelly mode. I don't know. Well, there is also the whole thing about if I ever want to like sell this to anyone in China. Bones are a no-no. Bones are kind of a no-no, and that's kind of like an unfortunate branding thing that's happened with me. I need to take away the whole bone thing. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to sell these in China. So I don't think bones necessarily, but I can fit in some sort of Easter egg. There's no reason I couldn't. No reason I couldn't fit in some sort of Easter egg. Maybe not bones though. This little drop down to like here or something. That could be kind of cool. But this blend control will be on every single plugin. These controls will be different. Going to be like, okay, we'll ban Morning Guitar because bones. No, it's not that they'll ban me, it's more that they'll just not buy my shit. Like Superstitious or something. Some sort of superstition that they have over there. I forget what it was exactly. But yeah, Slew, sort of the same plugin, but without the delay and bias controls. So I've sort of taken the guts of Slew and added my own spin on it. It's the old yoink and twist, baby. Can we get shout-outs to Ludwig? Anyway. Right, I've gone on long enough. I've been yapping for far too long about this thing. I was going to play some Minecraft, but I think it's a bit too late at this point. I've got to get to bed because I've got a thing tomorrow that I need to be there for. Thank you so much for everyone for like sticking through me yabbering on about everything and nothing. This has been a lot of fun. Simping for this nerd. You good there, Grace? You listen to Big Geek? Oh, I appreciate that, dummy. Thank you. I mean, I might do more of these streams. I've enjoyed just like explaining the code, honestly. I don't know if I can really charge for the plugins if I'm like saying like here's the source code. But I need to figure out what the business model is going to be. Like whether it's just going to be like living off of Patreon donations, or if like they physically sell these things. I don't know. John Woods is a deranged geek? Yeah! That's a plugin is actually awesome. Learned a lot about C++. No, I appreciate that. I mean, I'm glad you learned something. Like, I'm glad it wasn't just me whittering on for no reason. Which it probably was for a lot of people, but oh man. I know, this is fun. Anyway, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Who are we in the mood for raiding, chat? Who's on Twitch? Who wants to raid? Oh, Aira's still alive? Really? Surely not. It's way too late for her. No, she is. You know what? Since I've stood her up, because I've not been able to stream on our usual Pokemon slot recently, I'll do the least and drop her a raid. That's Aira Sepet. You don't know Aira, she's not a musician or a coder, but she is a speedrunner of vintage games. She's currently playing... What's she playing? Elden Ring, of course. Of course she's playing Elden Ring. She's obsessed. Iron Dummy, thank you so much for the Patreon and Discord plugs. And if you haven't already joined the Discord, it's a great place to keep up with what I'm doing, and I'll be posting updates on what these plugins are doing as they're evolving and how they're doing. What else can I say? Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Socials are all in the link tree just up there. And if you like what I'm doing, support me on Patreon. It's a really cool, cheap way of, you know, showing me that what I'm doing is worthwhile. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to drop the raid.
We've got a new phone.
The dull one. Welcome in. I think I recognise your name. I think I recognise your name from somewhere, but I could be wrong. But dude, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the follow. Drop a follow if you're on Twitch. Drop a subscription if you're on YouTube. Yeah, I've started the raid, haven't I? Did I start the raid? Invalid username. Oh, I got the username wrong. My bad. Try this. There we go. There's the raid. If you're on YouTube, drop a subscription. If you're on Twitch, drop a follow. Good place to keep up. I'll be doing this weekly. I'm going to be streaming every Saturday at 7:30 going forward. I'll be taking a month off in June though, just a heads up. You can keep up with what's going on here. You can keep up with the Forest gameplay series. I'm going to try and play the second Forest when that comes out in May. Although I am taking that break in June. I'm going to try and hop on it and try and get in on that as soon as possible. Anyway, chat, appreciate you guys being here. I will see you again next weekend. Go drop Aira some love. Go say hi. Tell her where we came from. A let's play, is it? Maybe. We'll see if I've got time before I have to fly out. And maybe I'll be able to record a let's play. We'll see. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Right. Now that the Twitch nerds are gone, I'll see you YouTube frogs later. No.